Jackie, watch out. Hello.
The appreciation of the city that we have seen recently. I think one of the things that if you ask a simple question to the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the city, they cannot tell you one that has been implemented, not sort of talked about, but actually implemented. They cannot tell you one such policy. They only passed their budget in March. They've not even issued any contracts and paid for anything, pretty much. You know, so you cannot ascribe what is happening to the currency to a policy that they have implemented. There's no such policy that has been implemented that has had that impact yet. For me, we had anticipated the impact of gold in this economy. I talked about it when we got into dire straits in 2022. Bank of Ghana had bought $5 billion worth of gold. After all the noise of the election, people are paying attention to our reserves. That is one thing, which we have built to 30 tons. Secondly, you've mentioned that the US dollar itself is on the decline globally. And that has also strengthened. If you go to Zambia, for example, the kwacha has gained a lot of ground also because you have the US dollar declining in value because of what is happening in the US with all of that. So I think those are, and then there's the third element is that they are not spending. I mean, if you are managing an economy, you have to pay your bills. They are not paying IPPs, for example. This is why the doomsday is so acute, and they are not paying contractors. So when you are not spending, there's less pressure on your currency. So those are some of the reasons why you are seeing an appreciation of the currency.
If we want to contextualize that, that's a very faulty debate that has no basis to start with. He understands how government engages these and disperses these payments and the agreements. They may even have to renegotiate contracts at some point whatsoever. Right. So to look at that figure in isolation, to say this within a photographic year, which is just 2025, we read a budget. Again, when they talk about not spending, Bernard and the good listeners, the big ticket items for any government that has inherited this particular government to do was to cater for the domestic debt exchange program, to make commitment to it. By making commitment to it, you are spending. If anyone says you're not spending, I don't know where this economics is coming from. We have an IMF program. You went on a spending spree on the bond market. All of this, the government has made strong commitments to and activated the sinking fund you dissipated, yet you say they are not commitment. I'm wondering what single policy it is that Dr. Kabiru and Dr. Baumia understands, and one for a magic one to say that this is what the NDC government did as far as the stabilization of the CD is concerned. In any case, you look at all of this, what are the key variables to stabilizing the currency? They talk about the gold for oil program as though it was a novelty coming from them. In the wake, or in the run-up to, or post-COVID, when central banks in developing countries were trying to stabilize their reserves and get liquidity, that was the program they resorted to, having reserve-backed currencies, using gold. And if you went into this to say that you want to turn and pat yourselves at the back by saying that this is what you did, I think that again did not, because your central bank posted losses in a period where a bank uses the functionality of an instrument of moral suasion to determine that, and you had a governor saying that it amounted to nothing. Those were the whistles and bells of the economy. So these were the issues we had prior to. So we had a government that have inherited. We speak also as if we're speaking in a vacuum. We inherited an IMF program. The program has not even expired. There's no financial headroom to even do anything. So when you keep saying the government is not spending, when there is paper spending, when you go to, or a finance minister or head of the treasury goes to parliament to present a budget, the spending starts from there once the budget is approved. So when you and your boss say we are not spending, I don't know where that is actually coming from. The commitments that have been made, the appropriations that have been made, the disbursements that are yet to go is not spending. Come on, guys, what are we talking about? In any case, when your boss said he had locked the depreciation of the city and given the keys to the IGP, why? What happened? When the economy was dissipated, we went to the IMF with your tails in between your legs. When you said you never go and have an IMF program. You put us in this situation. Let's compare inflation rates at the time. And even at the time you started gold for oil program. And now. So if 2.6 billion was accumulated by a gold program through the gold board, you expect that to be used as a bullet payment to pay government debtors. Come on, Kabiro. Which government functions within that confines? So I think that it's about time we really unpack these real issues to have. Today, Dr. Bawumia has the convenience. I'm surprised he's not going to Cote d'Ivoire. He's quoting the Kwacha, who tells you that he gleans petrols around and then fix or pick low-hanging fruits. We have neighboring Nigeria. How is the Naira doing? That's our next door neighbor, where we have Lagos, bigger than the economy of Accra. Why won't he go to Nigeria and make a comparison? He's traveling all the way to Zambia to make a comparison. When it was not suiting, it was La Cote d'Ivoire. You can't go to La Cote d'Ivoire today because you think it won't favor the debate. So let's talk contextually. So with all of this happening, you found prudent spending. You found a precedent. And Bernard, there's something fundamental that has happened that we need to applaud this government. Quite often than not, the government treasury, which is a finance ministry, the central bank, and the executive arm of government, headed by the president, are always at loggerheads when it comes to stabilizing currency, right? Or having spending. This time around, three are all singing. Independent are singing from the same hymn book. Who tells you there's a coordinated effort? What single policy do you want again? You have a president, a central bank governor, and the head of treasury, which is finance minister, singing from the same hymn book in terms of tightening budget. In any case, any prudent government, that is what is sought, which comes into office. The first budget, this is just a year's budget, fixed for a particular period of time, which is why I keep using the word photographic. So if you want to look at it and look at it as though it's a 4-year budget or an 8-year budget, you miss the debate. But look at the performance of it. Have you ever had this stability? It's changing by the minute basis. And look, your gold for oil program was parodic, right? It was emulated from what was happening in certain developing economies. This is a program, the gold board program, backed by legislation. So investors see more confidence in it because it is backed by legislation. It has a board, among other issues. So if all of this are happening, yet you are asking that what has been done, when has a single policy been an answer to an economic problem? That is faulty, again, to start with, to start calling for a single policy that a government has done. It's very faulty. So they're trying to mix the debate. But for me, what I keep saying is that we are even not celebrating this. You're organizing press conferences left, right, center, talking about it. We have a 4-year mandate to deliver on the economy. These are just protein signs of it. That we are casually mentioning and saying that, okay, whatever we are doing is yielding some fruits. We're not celebrating it. There's no Kenke party at the precincts of the Treasury or Finance Ministry.
In March, the committee responded decisively to the inflation outlook by raising the policy rate by 100 basis points to 28%. Preliminary evidence right now suggests this action has contributed to dampening inflation momentum. And importantly, the cedi has appreciated sharply by nearly 19% between April and May, helping to ease imported inflation pressures and restoring public confidence. The appreciation of the cedi reflects a combination of factors, including prudent monetary policy, the improved market sentiment, as well as the external sector gains that we are witnessing. We are also seeing encouraging signs of macroeconomic progress. For example, Ghana has reached a staff-level agreement with the IMF regarding the fourth review of the ECF program. And although some prior actions remain outstanding, the trajectory is clearly positive. Now, you also would have heard about the recent S&P upgrade of Ghana's sovereign rating from a selective default to CCC positive, which further affirms this progress. Our external reserves have strengthened, and the trade balance has improved, as well as the consumer and business confidence indices rising steadily. The inflation outlook, while improving, remains vulnerable to second-round effects. Food supply constraints are still with us, especially from northern Ghana and the Sahel, and external price shocks, particularly given volatile global commodity markets. There are also geopolitical tensions and evolving global trade dynamics, including the recent US-led tariff disputes. These have heightened market uncertainty and could affect commodity prices, could affect exchange rates, and could affect financial flows in emerging markets like ours. In this context, colleagues, the bank has commenced a comprehensive review of its monetary policy implementation framework. We are transitioning from reliance on the unremunerated cash reserve ratio to a more active open market operations regime, including the use of longer tenor BOG instruments, as we announced at the previous MPC, the maiden MPC that I had.
Memo akwaba the Bar TV XYZ so baby awa wo hwe baby a wo so awutie Power 97.9 FM memo akwaba e the Bar dwedi ayato today inside politics so idi amide so ye King Nicholas we betimi afrem the chief driver from now akosi eye 5:55 dey me chefa say me ba na me the inside politics me the sa dwedi bro ye regular host Mugabe ma say etien na echi kakra no so be fa akonya kese no etina so na me no di dwumedia onu di ne pepepe sa na ye be ne sa free sambre akosi eye 5:55 mame fast da mo do aseda PSA mo twedi ampo nyankopon so we bie osuru window ne di ama me ne wo ma de pache abesi samabre enti ye be da otwedi ampo nyankopon asiye pa ebiom mame fa na ase mfa the production team a omobo mechi do ma di dwumedi ye de bro executive producer Mr. Kelvin Asante ono no executive producer me call MCR ho a me pa che be hu Raf Jampo ho ye be hu Abbas ho ye be hu Peter Uncle Peter say so e Kaswa Elder ho sa so na Emmanuel Nete so ho osofo Alex so ho ene omo MCR ho na ye ba cameras a ye be hu ye nua Elvis wa ha ansana ye nua Kofi Asante so wa ha omo na ehwe cameras de mame me ba omo so omo esiesie mame hwa yefe kama me deti television yeso a me nua ba Elizabeth Tego wa ha ansana oba gifty omo ka hu na sister Judith mu na atayetri a ye di dwumedi bro kaisa ha na Ghana kasa ahana Ghana tie ahana nsɛm a wohia so sɛ wotie fa amayɛsɛm ho nyinaa ɔsɛ wotie wentie no hana wokɔhwɛ baabi ana wokotie nsɛm no wɔ baabi a na yɛka nsɛm a ho hia nsɛm mfa so mba ɔmomma wohu no korɛ kɔ so ɔman Ghana mu a mfantinyi se wara mebacho ye stream live wo social media platforms ni na so Power 979 FM your Facebook ubetumi ahwebie tie bi ho sa so na wo TV XYZ Ghana and your Facebook TikTok ubetumi ahwe etie bi ho ansa na YouTube XYZ Broadcasting ono so ya dia ubetumi ahwe na wotie bi ho na bibia etumi akọ enkansa mame fan check kese na menda wo so a wo hwe mi na wotie mi asida bebre so woni wa ye ni ho ante mo so na moma program ye successful program to me gina na ye pem kwa yenim saa ebio mamenda aboafo mo boy ma edi dwumedi April menda o mase mamenda aye power specialist herbal hospital Power FM ni XYZ my phone memo mo ha no omo anya wa kaji ewode tie Safari Valley Eco Resort so boy bi ex natural mineral water coffee Judith mompa mi nsuo no mbra me na mennom bi na mame ahoto ne ahomaka Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center me kan yon mo de abansu a me ka ho asem ni papa enti pebi na no Victory Garlic Mixture omo ina ebo machidom mame de dwumedi ede bro na metia na metia waso na meda wo so ase mame ntia eye Honorable Michael ni eye papo alote ase menda na se nkranfo so omo da wase the mayor of Accra kwanya wama Accra wate na Accra ye ni je na ye hu Accra feyi no omo se menda wase ye pa won se mo ha ye beka meda wase dia na mi executive secretary mfrim eye Alfred Kwame Frimpon also menda wase wadwuma pa also wadi ede aboa eye AMA mabibia etumi akọ enkansa na on more serious note ye bansam egu bamba so a na ensem ho yipa na obebe bisa say de ensem na ekoso o my Ghana ma yenim titru kese a ekoso ne se ye chief justice a na ono na eye Ghana ya lawyer phone penimfo Ghana eye justice ahro court a wo Ghana ina openina odano me che the apex court of the land ono na no odano her ladyship Justice Gertrude eye Isaba Araba kan Saki eye Tokonu na wasema ba na nsema ba ye na ye beka ya the three petitioners no mudi kan petition against ye mame nankasa no wo hwema ensem rekɔ nyina na mame na agi bebre atum ye hwɛ ekwanya wafa so Ghana for muntie ni we kwanya o mafa so eniema contract ahuru sika bi oso o mogege ya sesi ebu abono no e de ho nsam aba no na ye beka ho nsam no muntie na according to a judiciary service records are available to the media no Chief Justice her ladyship Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tukonu only 49 justices bia me patro bi superior ni lower court e wo man mu omu receive sika bia na for rent allowance muntie ni ye pa o na nhwehwem ni na no e ba ye ne se me sika no na nyese nche sampanimfu omoje ye Chief Justice anase ya suspending her ladyship get to Tukonu me patro onu ankasa no ya man official resident government ne dia mana baby a Chief Justice tena enso ya maame amfera de muade dan ogase edan mitim osanso kwaje 152,768 cedis 40 pesos sika oje the tone who say rent allowance and so na ya man dan official resident for Chief Justice or team na ye bi sese sa sika ya ye ma me gi ye ya wa sign the buy ye e bon no na Ghana fo ye cheche mo hu se ni sei na ma me na ya ye ne boni e biom service no bi mu pie omusika bi je as 34,000 79 cedis 10 pesos no so ye ska no so judicial service ni bi justice city ni bi etua de ama judicial service Chief Justice ono de eche say ye diskani na abom kekabom a 118,600 689,000 30 pesos a day tree. When you know yesika impenifue anase Chief Justice ne 49 order justices no sika kodu omo ho asesi omotua e de ama judiciary service na ye bi so ye bisa say inti sa sika na ma meje abra wo official residence e di ye bone sana na biom ma mo kan say justices ni bi kra na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yabo omudin say ye no mo call the apex court of the land no sa justices bi kra ji sika ni bi enti so mo ji sika ni bi dia sa dia ye no mo so nka ho na mefim apie ni say make us say her ladyship Gertrude Tokonu and a lawyer make us say omode writ akoma the Supreme Court of the land omu seeking injunction efan proceedings Justice Gabriel's court Puaman onye Justice Samuel Kwame Asiedu Justice Daniel Anase Daniel Yawo Domlovo Major Flora Dalugo and son of Professor James Sifa Zisa Mopacho Sam Kofi na Mopacho Bebre committee on Moshe Ninsemu na Nensama or the Akoma court ni na or Trim say or no plaintiff and I say applicant or Trese sa committee na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asset no mo kwan mo hwehwe Ninsemu muntie opese Supreme Court ankasa etena asem no so kawie ansa na bibi o ho a ne petition omudi ato omanim omahwehwem aka ho asem enti nensam o kanyina ne say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa committee no petition eti omo efa no second, third, fourth and fifth and sixth defendant omo case no no the second asem so can say court no hwe na second and third defendant and respondent no omo preside over sa Jumedi proceedings bekoso no yenhwe na yenyi ho mumfim na court no hwe ntena asem no so no omuntimi ndi sa Jumedi no nti we application for interlocutory injunction no so odiaba enti asama mami etre odiako Supreme Court nti ebehwe maneso ebefi maba say aso notice of emotion ebeye adwuma anase enye adwuma nti sa wo hwa obehu say the register Supreme Court Accra ono na edemu no ne lawyer ni a ye friend Godfred Yebo Odame yebeka ye ono na first first attorney anase former attorney edema aban a wetwem na akufo ado time na ensem bi oka hi na asefem kra ne say ose Ghana fum penifo sorry no mumbre me bi no person kire say lawyer pani a ye friend no lawyer Tachichi Kata any lawyer sorry oyimo ye nkofo a omo na defend anase omudi petitioners nenim na eba ne sa na politics room enti mpenifo nsole of Ghana fo ina asa mon sorry na munjina na ma aircon ya but me yem bi so a lawyer Godfred Odami or former attorney general and odemo my Ghana by lawyer penny in Bribia na do danko akufo adom time etwemu kono and that's how sorry because answer me tell my Ghana for no person would say yeni ha na wa wudi anim aban lawyer wudi anim ya niam bebredi tie nti wo kase se lawyer Tachuchu Katane lawyer sorry so omudi anim a now person saying and then a day nim no say CJ's removal process it is about time good men of this country stood up for what is right we are super and chen ni perie fiasem Godfred Odame na wakansa asemi and che na ni pe fiasem and that there obeka say lawyer Tachichi Kata any lawyer sorry omudi petition is in emwa asem o kan no MPP there no manye wo lawyer Yebo Odame enye wo no frɛ Japa coach ni center Japa onye na yentumi mfa Ghana ye finance minister papa bi ato force no force dollar no manani egu ase no yeni ntum enne wo be jansa Ghana fo nsori no officer Ghana timemufo ne yanim yansa na ana officer timemufo omo sabi omo dware efi ase na ekosoro no and now because a petitioners no more lawyers no omo politicians and I say obi anim so omo NDC fo nti meaning say na one we lawyer ma the suspended chief justice Ghana fo nti eni o Godfred Odame okasa asemi ono na oye lawyer edema her ladyship suspended a chief justice get to Tukono no lawyer no Eti ma wo che na wo so ni pay a wo defending na ache se e ma me no so ye MPP ni Ghana funtie ni yo o ka sa asem na ni wi afi ne ho ana wo na wo ye lawyer panima na na do danko akufado ni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aban muntie ni yo wo na wo ye obi anim so so ye MPP ni mapa eti se wo jai wo de ato ho abra wo defend chief justice wo jai ato ho na wa ba be ka se lawyer Tachuchi Katane lawyer sorry omo ye sabi wa NDC fo enti petition say na omo politicize ensem na den o pese o ka na wo de tukonu na wo ye ma na ye nim so ye MPP no ma me so ye MPP ni ha kutu ka che da de sande no hutuntum kutu o ka che da de san de no hutuntum enti wo ye Ghana ni a ma me no ma wa ye no MPP fo ni nim sentinti omo ne ba ye dwumadi anu odi asem cry to me kwana say 70 bone ben obvious ba ya ma minister in charge of national security obeka sai fa ho me na me kai ora kanda pa o se me kwani de national security threat ana mun kai onu no ye MPP ni mapa no what ma me take cry say do baby cry no omko cabinet meeting na nsem bi ba na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo former president kwa ka say anu odin dodo mamu ye de enso na munim say mudi nkofo bi akote ho mu di mo amunim mameken enda wo beka kire Ghana fo na wo ka say Ghana fo sorry na NDC lawyers na di petitioners na ti wo ye MPP ni wo so na wo ye chief justice lawyer cheche say mamu no so ye MPP ni meboa wa wo hwe me wa wo tie me meboa agbesi sabafia meboa asem na meda wa no asem na no enti maame na nsam na de me feel say the apex court of the land Supreme Court mundi ne fefefe me fe yenhwe ma committee no so omuni me de wo hwe kuku da mete so a omuni me de ometumi ahwe aboa enti mo hwe na asem ne ye we na maame ne nsam against the attorney general na committee ne de Supreme Court mo hwe am be ye bia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono de oso pese o de mbra ye adwumo nka sa wapam o se maame step aside twe ho yen suspend o na twe ho kakra ne hwe asem no nso a samba fo wakonwa tena so se bubo so akofie na MPP fo amamo ye na mo ka save say so monim sentinti a na chese wo ho no ye niam bi e de mamo nti wo ye MPP lawyer obeka say petitioners and these lawyers na dey ensem bi ho kra amoma ye mbongu na ye nkwa yanim ye mambra ne ye adwuma ma me na na o say law ne ye law nti ye ma law nye law na adwuma ne ye adwuma kama pa na bibia ntumi enkonkai lawyer Martin Kpobuso aditudwa akasa chief justice ensem akoso man lawyer choice of lawyer Godfred Odame wo hwe Godfred Odame anokre ano so no waken ne credibility ona Dr. Godfred Odame aye niam bi asia no obi anim se onya no kwafo we are a lawyer crown odi wanima because on mbri bi ofre jakpa man ti sa phone call nsem okakai so jakpa pen krenti ono so di no krenti ne credibility kra no bibi e wo ho enti so odi maame anima na ndi obi ehu say we de tie mama yentie lawyer Martin Kpobuso
very bad in her choice of Godfred Dame as lawyer. It's terrible. I mean, I can't believe it. People had made comments earlier on, so I thought the Chief Justice would have taken a cue. You know why? Dame was in this Japa tape. There's a lot of unethical things in the Japa tape. Was suborning witnesses, coaching a witness to go and lie to the court, asking the witness to get a fake medical report. You know, saying that Akufo-Addo and Oforiatta were on his neck to use the judicial system to prosecute Atuforsen and Japa. All right, so that's persecution, using the judicial system for their own political ends, everything. And the tape is official. It was admitted in evidence in court. So for the rest of Godfred Dame's life, that tape is him. Whether the case goes to the General Legal Counsel or not, whether he is found liable or not, the judge, Justice Efia Sewa Asaribuche, admitted the tape as authentic. So for a lawyer who has done such a thing, and many lawyers are saying he should be sanctioned by the General Legal Counsel, and yet he has so far escaped it, the Chief Justice choosing Godfred Dame as a lawyer begins to raise a lot of suspicions. We're like, okay, so is it because of the alliance that Godfred Dame didn't appear for before the General Legal Council that Godfrey Dami has not been sanctioned. She should have seen all of that. All of that. I mean, and look, trust me, Mr. Walker, other things will come up. Other news and information will come up that will make this choice more terrible than it already appears. So the best for the Chief Justice to do is to disengage Godfrey Dami. Godfrey Dami leading her in this case is a terrible engagement. It's a very terrible one. Look, there are other things that, as I said, I will hold my horses, but this is not on. Godfrey Dami has to be disengaged. You see, for Godfrey Dami, this case is also serving as a rehabilitation for him. You know, because of the terrible things he did in the Jakpa tip, he thinks by coming to court, wading into these conversations and people talking about it, after a while, we will stop talking about the Jakpa tip. But I say lie, we will not stop talking about that Jakpa tip until Godfrey Dami is sanctioned by the Disciplinary Committee of the General Legal Council. So it's like that's the court where lawyers who breach their ethics are sanctioned. So once the tape has been admitted, the tape is being shown to be authentic, Godfrey Dami must face justice for those things. Right. So he thinks by taking on these cases and by being the center of public attention, comments, etc., very soon people will start talking about the tape. It won't stop. So he better just prepare to face justice. So this is what I can say in terms of the situation so far.
Wa Godfrey Dami na nkasa sabi wa jeshe oto dada nsem ho dada wasem no cry betumi asan afrobium ekoje mbranim because would eye telephone call ni jakpa kasaye yese japan kase na nanche yemfa honorable atos forcing yene ntum yembu nsem gu no so asem ana enye no kre efi se nimdie ene dwumadi ano di abro ye minority leader no abroad parliament more ye no expose MPP aban in terms of economy. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia any economic management tip Jumedia no honorable ato force in the current finance minister Odinti mo ye madwene say mo pese mo gu nani mase sa asem no se biwa enya de etwa aban foforo aba megidi say sa case no say sanfre iti ono ankasa no tsema lawyer Martin Kpobu kan no or rehabilitation or percentage or de sansensemi ya no do hro no ho kakra na nyimnyam ba nanim but oboa wofuma wafum na crime bia so ni expiring date sanity enti Godfrey Dami or ye her ladyship get to konu lawyer no mama lawyer na nkasa asem won ho dada Ghana yen sorry Ghana phone sorry dia na Ghana phone sorry nka ufisa Ghana fu yenim ye ya na ana ufisa Ghana fu yenim kwan ya fa sutu anamo yen sorry yen kwahin yen sorry nko baby a enti Godfrey Dami wan kasa ho bon dada asem na da ho no Imbredu say Ghana for papa good men and only good men Godfrey Dami ho sere won sorry nkase embre ye adwuma yen sorry yen kase serious papa ye ni hwea ka wo be hwe studio akun na yiri bi epiem wa akra omo ni hwe ka enti sa na asem nete Nti bibia ni ho a ommeka nti asema lawyer Martin Kpobu aka no ehu asema no PSA kuraji tum say asem na no meda no na utop no so efe pa akwaku nti diete no na sia Ghana ya de Ghana ye fe Ghana ye nije hwe mama sorry my his excellency John Dramani Mahama eneso Mahama is the hope mumbo mami eya bebre nim to MPP fu no munsua de Mahama is the who saying Mahama is the hope says ya make us say enra me de ma mo update me de ma mo CD against the dollar na 11 cedis Uncle Peter mami ya meduma 11 cedis 90 pesos now $1 against the cedi says according to Bogo asaya drop minim sana your friend is saying Bosumi month of way bekwa wiye no na me pa cho bebre eso atem Peter mamen kasam wie nche Ghana mu nsem Ghana funtie area na yetie is the hope ya sing along iti mete no your friend is saying And me buy me mama update CD against the dollar. Na 11 cedis 90 pesos. Me buana. According to Google there, me share answer me rest studio na 11 cedis 64 pesos. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenyo den we bui. Appointees our form mo ye adwuma. Say governor Siama. Finance minister ato forcing or force dollar no papa. Ora sami jenfi gold board omo badwuma. Wo hwe measures omo de egu ha say sia gold u botwa sisani to Ghana cedis na feto. Wo hwe measures a papa doctor ato force mo de ato ha. Governor Siama mo ye Bank of Ghana. NDC woman. NDC woman. Says ya according to Google on omo de ato so no. Eno na edaso no. Says ya no wukita 11 cedi 64 pesos sa me pacho bebre ubenya $1. Endo anadwo me da na boga bi fe me. Na me say wo pese me kokochi ana say den. Boga says ya de be for mo ntema mu si. Na me say boga se no Ghana so ye bre. Ye hwe cost of living a wo hwe kwanyama ye ton dwoma. Ade me koyi na say frito meka de bia meka frito kese yellow gallon kese no ton 1000 cedis madina dwom me ko ho no mo say swati because of the dollar no na ba your friend saying 690 me sure say make say e bia na edu 600 Ghana cedis me ko so no hwe aban papa na aba no hey Mahama is the hope yenko na sing along yenko is the hope. He gives you hope. He's the hope for mankind. Change is the hope. He's the hope. He's the hope for mankind. Let's build the Ghana we want. Together we Mahama is the hope. Mahama ni eni daswo. JM is the hope. Hope. HOP hope. You need a swap. Man, no. And you way enjoy border. No crack. Mahama is the hope. Yan deni or your boy. Me say answer na man tibe and no. Name say you do 10. Because me kono sabi ya yo Ghana na eboa yen. Edwedi for minim sanya me adoma o church Saturday. Good aka. AGA aka. I said by Saturday 24th of May. Wa wanted to near my son the tax force ba. Me meaning baby me di ani ma yakoho. Po mu person mo te near my so. VIP me bo ma ba so. Me nya ne ntie se o chene ko ma san tete. Omo transport fares so. VIP I mean shamu. Transport union ka JPRTU protoa any concern for ni nkaifo ni na. Yesemo a mo so mo tete so. Me bisa me papa samo kwata kote ginya me transport union chairman so hum sa wom. Cycle mayor me bisa wono wodom so. Nyame ya admo e che komo betete so. Ena me ko gina your friend say fuel pump station. Me se me to 300 me hwe na ayema. Me ne kofi na enam. Me se kofi asa ayemo ebusuo na me say ndete so na ye no 260. Ma say nya me 40 Ghana cedis a shem bottom na me ne kofi pepa bi ye re ye we biom fu nyina so te de biom mame papa fap His Excellency John Dramani Mahama membui ene eye nanado danko akufuado fatu scales na wan kasa hwe 4 months oh she magical within 4 months bibi anyame se won bia ye bibi anyame se won bia Mahama ne second coming ni nyame ne san ne baaye akwa bi o ya actor re chimite na okan kwasi asem akwa bi ohia crowd your attention adeba ko MPP di jaya muntio MPP di jaya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ma promise abroko African CEO forum okaya summit omuye no la Côte d'Ivoire Abidjan okaya de mitrim na make acha Ghana fu ina ne say he ebeye yi yenim say sector your friend energy sector enye easy na ye hwe wudi ananado oni ne napo Dr. Mahmoud Bawunyam di ya eka ma bregu ha His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say nyame pa obobo no hombody ansa afi no be kwa awieye ansa na nyame de 2006 be che ye be wuram first 3 months no sa 80 billion debt na wo ho no be hwetua hwe MPP4 bone omudi ye na adomu omo ye ya na aka 5 hours pe munti ogana funtie omo kɔ na ne His Excellency John Dramani na aka 5 hours na chesa Ghana ina ye sum and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abon hombodin one energy minister Ora John Jinapo ekwanya omo ye adwuma na bradwe na ntiase so munya botre kofu ne digim twa ne gya yen John Mahama odum so ho antidote dada wedi kan eyie fi ho nti we mu de dum so egya onim koy obefa so Ghana fu nya botre mama ye ntungu masum munya botre na make say energy ministry Ora John Jinapo no dano energy minister says an energy ministry in the abetudwa say make say 450,000 barrels of fuel abelande 450,000 barrels of fuel ebedwa aba it says an me stabilize power generation because an answer no ye hu say na nkane ani dundum kakra nya dum so but MPP sa niam ye hu na MPP na ye gu ho ye na di adanse aban ba ye na hini obi beka say bi ono no ye nya bani MPP abroka egu ho MPP edi ewu private power a friends supply ye hu ha kwan omo de omo ka omo de dwane ko ye nso aban enya abotre nim de ne nyansa oye ne nkakrakra enti wona sankane ani bu nani am memory ho ye sesia no 450,000 barrels of fuel aba enti stabilization kakra beba stabilization beba power generation mu na ye power crisis ni betu ase moma yenko na miami nua Richmond Roxon oye kasama for them energy ministry and some of the two moma entiembra
said by the minister last week parcel of crude as light crude oil had been ordered already. We're happy to announce that it's in country and that it's available to power the thermal plants to ensure that Ghanaians continue to enjoy sustainable power at all material times. On the issue of car power, the ministry engaged car powership. So even though it's threatened to shut down the 18, that did not happen. A roadmap was agreed between the two parties, that's government and car powership. And the parties have committed to ensuring that they will adhere to it. So that didn't happen. On the fuel side, like I mentioned, this will also go a long way to enhance power delivery. The difficulty is that our demand, at the end of the day, what our demand is will determine how these fuels are used. We don't only use LCO. There are different fuels that we use, HFO as well. There's also natural gas. So depending on what our demand is, at the end of the day, will also depend on how much fuel is used. But this should go a long way. And I must state that this is one of the numerous parcels of fuel that government is expected.
See, Richmond Roxon no dia to Gano. Ghana for Messia Ban Papa Ba, umpe we no pedien. And he says here 450,000 barrels of fuel abedie. Me power ni bejina kakrakra ni amabe ye. What that's why ya sorry my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ya sorry man appointees. energy ministry and energy sector ne hiam pai boso abanye ye ne de emom pai because wiem ne akabrechefo no momo ye kwa momo ye no mo nsabesi fom anti de tene no amako na de apomde ho koma abaye wi a nkomo ho efa na Accra metropolitan area ene yen Kaswa municipality no nsem bi ho a mekana yedi ho nkomo mayanko na ne victory garlic mixture yene ne nkodi nkomo na edro no memanum bi da unum bi a menua ne kasa wi a wankasa ubehu se edro mu edro enye na organ ha bebia so oni akwaba na bibia boko de bibia boko wonto be wonim ne din no ha wo to share chain then a victory garlic mixture in the pa magana for dodo o man mu di ho adanse ne afoforo so a omo hwe ne tie ye no ka bibi kire omo na omo so mpe binom na omo hu se eduro no yenko yenim
okay yebeda wase ene wahwefo otiefo nyinara awie nwumre ye chichi odasani bia no a wono wotie yen ene nkomo no ye nkomo ba ko a yebebo ni to na mum no yebese obi bia no ebreko na na usua de kakra ene victory garlic mixture for na woni edi ahyiemu e wo fie se ye wo show bia wo bia ye victory garlic mixture for odofo many we fide ni via mum tamu chuku na tie nkomo na nkomo ebo pa enkomo ebedie ya pomudi enkomo esan se ohwe ebreko bre na yentani apomde nkomo nanso ene victory garlic mixture fo yaji adwase yebema gana fo nyina enya apomde nkomo nkyerɛkyerɛ na obiara asua de na mmom no hyase se sia me no kase na mese me ni wundi nkomo nyenya se obraseni bia bekope victory garlic mixture durakoba adwamanso a doctor fo mutima bo bill e fa na pomode ho a doctor makudi animu womo na atena se ya nhwemu wudo asua de akwa akire hu se enyarewa wudo bebre ha enipa dasa madasa entimi emmo mo bra enu ntinu omo hwe mo na omo hu se ezese wo mo kofa edro bi ma adwamanso se adro no ebetinya so odaseni apomode asene se de be ya dane dan nyina betimi nya apomode ma pa na ko da adwuma so wo ya koda wo ye panyini wo ye obi a wanyidi mfie ne be ohane akire kwa no a wo betimi aso apomode asen eno ka ho bi ne wo mo kofa victory garlic mixture e de be adwuma so do vo tie me aha na nkomo ne de pa obu wo no mo se o ye be kan ya de ho asem ne be kan ma me ba wa tie me victory garlic mixture e ji setiti nonu a na ya no ya panom eye di si fie no wo be kai ya na ya tena ekura se danom ebi be betwe mu kono be ko efie wudum na eduro esija so a enkoda betimi anum bi panyin no se de be ya yare emete ne padwanum ebo eye ebusani nyina pomodere eho eban odofo wo hwemi wo ya ma me papa wo be wedi mfinhia ohane akire kompa kope victory garlic mixture ni bi evesi wunchem ebo in detoxification ni nyina se sedro we ko ne padwam a ebo ehuhuru ne padwanum odasani bia wo benya sanka de papa mu a busumi bia no ka ba ohu ni padwan se de be ya se enyama bia wadie ko ni padwan mu a ebia chemical odofo tie ni ye pa yare biara ba ni padwan mu no ni nan afi enyama ye di ko ni padwan mu se woni bribi boni enko ni padwan mu ebe ya de ne paase obenya yade esan se enyama ye di gu yenuane so chemicals awodo ebi fa yenuane mu ebi fa yensuo mu ebi fa emframa mu eno na akọ ni padwan mu a eka mu bia ma ne yare wa doso enu di na doctor enyansafo ni nyina tenase no doctor amuako wodi animu hu se ejese won va victory garlic mixture medama so se victory garlic mixture no so ya koda wo ye panyin wo ye hwan bo wo modene se ansa na bosum ya kwa wiye no wo ba no victory garlic mixture ahohuru ni padwan mu ebesi ni padwan mu obi bia wadi amfinhia eduenu ene ya kire 50 plus wo kura de se gadro we no busumi bia nya bi kura no busumi bia no victory garlic mixture esanse ko ni padwan mu a ema yare wa wo do bia na wo ni padwan mu a esia ema ni padwan apom de na CP sita obu wase me nam na mehwem ase me nanche mu me na atoto kakra asma apom de CP sita nanso enkofo obu abaza wo ya kese wonim bia koso ni padwan mu dada unya victory garlic mixture go ni padwan mu a chemical biara ko se woni padwan mu a dan kwama bi ede yade be barom victory garlic mixture be wo hu ni padwan mu odasani bia ma ne ho mode ne se we nya se mentwan yade ansa yenim se yade betani padwanu mu ede ka na betena odasani so afi na wo kwa na wo chinchin na enura se sa wonum kwa na wo num sika waboaboa no a ka betune twa wonu spedede na ne nyina no ode kose yade yese per victory garlic mission ni bina ta no se de be ya ebe ohu ni padwama chemical biada akogu ni padwanu mu se wadi biribi bone se wanom bibiri bone akoni padwanu mu ebetima ohu ni nyina obibi onu victory garlic mission ebra wonyade mpo no sani pan ebe chance na wawuze oyade esanse chemical bi akoni padwanu mu na ebe ha adwene a onu victory garlic mission na ho di nyina aba form de bia na wa hodene enu nti upe bi ato a fre 0242 545633 number no egu screen so first number ni say be victory garlic mixture tie me victory garlic mixture be hu ni padwan mu wonti ni mu a moja ntimi empompe ye nkwa akoma no weka hu bie e ma won sa aye utitiriti ni nyina no onu victory garlic mixture ni nyina de nya be wiye oya ma me papa obi wa me ne kase obeda be so be na ne nsa ni titiriti tie pa obi ho obeda be so na ne nsa aye ni titiriti obi wa na te ne nan entity e wana ne nasin atatai otena ka mu chebana ne nasi atatai wase mani deni ni nyina po masibre eye victory garlic mixture ni nia dos na mo me catch say de ka hu bi ma me ametena ha metime nya ni gie ametime ya bohu de odi ama one se ma catch say da me ye nyina no eye me ni gie ni mpuntu a ene adanse die e ba no edoso me na bebia no a eni gie na me de na say adanse ankofuo die no eya na ebu adwene so eleti me na ma mi nsuo ba bibia wo hyame bibia be hyame bia danse nkwa na nkofo di obi a wo se victory garlic me hyame tie wo me koto obi num ye no me nsa na ye metititi me na me nasi atatai obi wo ho no maboze na nan o de pem mo sa na adwono na so ne ho ato no wo obi a wo nasi tatai e wo na wo nsa ye otititi se wo da sore ana se wo to aka na wo nsa ye otititi obi wo no ma ho anu watene na na adwona na ne re afi ne ho odofo yade bia ba ni padwanu mu ebo ni padwan enkaye enu nti obi wo ma eva no signs and symptoms ni nyina doctor for mo victory garlic mixture so na mo wenyi na hu se se ye we boda seni apomodini yade ewunya pa yedu apomodin komo so meni ofide ni mfiri na mo no fe unue bi ubetima ye obi adoye se unue bi ni udi nkomo se emenua ba e wana me nsaye metitiriti e wana me nasi atata ka che ne se won go pe victory garlic mixture enu ni adua ba adwama nso a wa won nsaye utitiriti e wana won nasi atata wonum bia beko e wo hu ni padua ma wonti ni mu da ho se de be ya yare bia ndimi nze ni padua nu entwen yare ansa wo go pe victory garlic mixture esan se enu nso ebo ma moja ti media fusa ni ye wo ni padua nu obi bia moja ntimi ndi uma fusa ni ye wo ni padua mu no tie be wo hono ma wonda enkoyie obi wa anaju wontimi nna umo sa na adwuna obeda no na ne kukusu saa afi awia oda 30 minutes oda fo mesrew enna eye duro ene ntia sa oda se ni bia tumi de no woda yie na ma depadua no abre etimi etene tsena pomu yie na pa wanya hoden wo obi a wontimi nna yie akopa victory garlic mixture tie me victory garlic mixture unum bia be boma bia man etimi adaye ye the natural no man ye natural no chemical tie me ye mfa chemical bia enka victory garlic mixture ho ene nti won no ma men twen so boni bia ni akiri ye natural extract yan fankeja a natural extract a draw yan fankeja anwadia eye na dance yankofo dirim a victory garlic mixture ye ba Ghana eni wiase be sun Ghana fo sompa ena me no ka se victory garlic mixture Nigeria fo ajatum emiamia wudo bebre US fo efrek doctor se doc ejuma wo boni ejuma som eda no kro bi free a United Kingdom e UK o se doc minia ba bi na tobi e de bre me nom ye no abo me papa uyo bia cholesterol tie me cholesterol wafu ayekese fu ayekese fat anase bia anadwo didie ni ntina ma wafu ayekese no obu wa na manadwo didie obezu hono mo fat ne je ne padwa ni mu amadafu ayekese bebre wo de we abaye odadwene oda na wo dwene hu saa on of a victory garlic mixture. Onumbia say a cholesterol now there pedunum doctor for say when a cholesterol onum wa bebo obu wa na funa e send ye fat onum victory garlic mixture ni nyina no bebe wie obezu honum eya na dwodidie no esa na adwuma wo ye no be fi na ade asa odofo udidi wie pe no victory garlic mixture wo fo e kese na so be se etwe eba fom a ana papa no a wondidi ye no na wanu victory garlic mixture ni bi obi be fu e kese wo be se eba fom ana papa wondidi ye no victory garlic mixture ewia na wanu bi enwume na wanu bi tie mi ha obi a wo osa wo so a bohom madine say ube didi ansa na one victory garlic mixture yani 24/7 yani etiefo ani obi bi ofa bi adi nkomo de ha obi ese ka kire obu diabetes or pressure doctor diagnose say wo de obi pi osoro wo sugar na e wosoro tie me wadro bi a wonum bia no obi bia nsi ho kwan edo na e de ama no wo de anum wadro no di man se pepe na mbom no per victory garlic mixture ka wadro onu wadro na 30 minutes time no one victory garlic mixture tie me wo diabetes or pressure doctor ma wo nu a oda so a wo num per victory garlic mixture fa ka wadro na me nu to ntia se sa wo bp na e ha wo no wo sugar level na aka wo bia ma se o dadwen wa tete no wo de ni nyina ba wie san se victory garlic mixture no se ko ni peduamu a BPO sugar ebe sane ni no ma ebe sia ko ezan se victory garlic mixture egg the natural extract enwani na wodo bia ekọ ni pedem a esiese ni pedua no yeni mi se obo ada nyansa bo akọ adwene mu no uyo obi bia na se unfie kọ na nim no na ni pedua na ho ode no eba fom enu ti obi ho no mu a odi 40 50 60 ekwa abo se anwode na wo no entise enkane no obi ho no mo sita na me ya brantie no ni nyina ne se sampe sabre na wunya victory garlic mixture kita enwani nu awodo a ekọ ni pedua ni mu a ebe ma ni pedua no esi ni dadam eye victory garlic mixture ni bi na benunum ede ama me se de ebe ya sanya mo wanyina eba fom uwo ba ofichire ko emmeye eba nenu nansa kope victory garlic mixture memma enka awo ni pedua ni mu dan kwama bi ubenya yade bi a ebi wono wa ye besi ebodi ye bese saade ni besi enu nti na doctor mwako ne doctor fo muti mo bew atenase akopa victory garlic mixture dia ba se obi bia na fiche ko emmeye ni so numbi ebe na modern ntimi nyafu sane ye nti eba nenu nansa na atwa uyo ba white how obi bia wo infection bia tie mi infection bia how bia unum adura mentwa so na mom no wadu na wonum no per victory garlic mixture faka wadu na woni treat infection ho na me say infection no ebe kwa obedwe nwa wonti ase victory garlic mixture ye adura ense se e powder se ni bia fieda eni nti mpanyinfo motofo bibia enkope victory garlic mixture ebedi wakaginamu ebe wadoye e ma hoku ni pedwem ma yare abesia ko onsa na yodi tini beko ofuna kese ne beko cholesterol ne beko wo hono mu a na afa woda wontimi na ni nyina bibia no unu victory garlic mixture wodi ni nyina bebe eni ye dura abadwa manso a enkofo di ho adanse anase ne doso enu nti meka che ose okokolenaka obenya bi e ho na wonso wato PFA pharmacy enso wa santimantem Ghana ha chemical shop bia beto aduro bia da udi wono ma bia beto aduro Ghana ha bia oka victory garlic mixture enye na ebacho se na ho feso ni tie ye de ne de ebe ko ni esua de ni yes sanyo mem isa se aduro de cha ni bedua ne je eni natural newly improved yes san enyo mem eni ti be fresh 0242 54 56 33 and I say 020 129 3280 Phenomenon is a nobody come on doctor Mwakwa ready say uto do ni bia frɛ no no win nkomo entwen yare ansa one victory ohu ni pedua no mentwen yare ansa say prevention is better, safer and then less expensive than cure. Victory garlic mixture or as any bia mpebi na eboa opomudini eniti ene de ha ene du besi de so say ebrebia no detoxify woni pedua say de be yare entimi ntse de pedua no ni nyina no eye victory garlic mixture shenin so sa erase
ye be da so papa anti victory garlic mixture honkomo na ye yɛbɛkɔ akɔfa aboafo nkrato baako mmienu mmiɛnsa yɛba yɛto adwumadie no so ɛyɛ inside politics mebɛ sisi a
Middle, they're not behind her. I'm going to give you a baby, so every time I pass, I say, baby, shit. My gosh.
I'm saying so enough for me, dear. No. Sister Coast Pa. It's a woody gas. I'm using the why. My wife. Down Yankanawa.
Ah, Sister Coast. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient.
LPG, let me see your head.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have visited.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye diagro na yesa. Edu maybe krana. Me bano timide omu be gumi so weekend no. Hey, remember. Hey, I don't think I'm a catcher who said, yeah, no, medi garlic capsules. Posun na ebesi sisu kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, medi garlic capsules.
The Moses garlic capsules, black mamoja dini paduanimu efusani yi na esiesie obani berima mahona wodin. Ubinya edui bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store freye wo 050-349-4885. Edui enye mamofra enye ndi fie dumu apemfo ene emma emanofo. The Moses ni how UDA ajije din kratui atu.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there! We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
If you cry na menisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehefa pa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mapre. Menya bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwako ababa Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, efuokuo abosia, susu account,
and it does our savings account. The Bada Chain savings account, and then the Keka home. Press home Rural Bank was 03422918696. Now, also what to me say.
Suhum Rural Bank, Ama and Mayaka Una.
Suhum Rural Bank, Entimepa Mini.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Mesamo akwa bebiom de bat TVXYZ baby awa wo hwe bibia wo so awutie power 97.9 FM mo akwa bebiom e de ba inside policies jumedie so na eguso ayedi enkomo na wo hwe eye Monday abesi eye en Thursday ya wo ba eye mo Accra Metro na mahu eye bibia efe bibia yehu bia che na yehu se enkran ye fe ye pa enkran wo fa abanyina no enye bibia se Accra enye new mayor na mayor no obo adwuma yi o he chairman esre wa hapa mayor we PM Accra no ebra adwene ntiase so ye friend honorable Michael ni papo alote ono na ye friend mayor dado anza na obeye mayor na last week Thursday Merrick no ye press conference wo eye mo ko eye AMA eye city hall wa no the two eye ye nuanom dwadifo omoton ade of pavement so hakese omo kwan ho tonton ade ka ba wona makra makola money eye Accra Central wonya baabi mfa ka amfa wonya baabi mpake ene niam bebre na akoso na eye Tuesday ne Monday and Wednesday ne day Jumedia eye honorable Michael Nikpapo Alote aye freno eye Kpapo dodo na bon nsambra na edwuma obono ebradwe ne ntiase so wa ma kra ye fe na obi bisasa ntisana na kra ye fe sei we me seminuanu MCs DCs mo hwa ho na mo fa ye adwo because ekwanya me yo fa kra ye adwuma no ese weni ensa de ka kiro me yo fa kra bo adwuma papa Peter mo fa ayi me kwaso ne tax force no omo name mo fa bi nto so na Ghana fo enhwe emame mo fa to so na Ghana fo nhwe emame na mo hu adwuma di pa Accra me yo ye me pese mo ma ye hwe Jumedi Accra mayor oye exercise decongestion exercise omo ye efe na bro adwene ntiase so mumfa bi nto so na ye hwe na ye wia ya hwe central region ewutu senya municipality so eniema bi ekoso wo na nsuani Peter mo wo ho ana wote kaso nti wo mpese meka ho asema ana fa nkran no to so Accra mayor Jumedi odi wa Accra no mo fanto so wakose ke makola kopiem kaneshi market me adu baabi na me di achidu mo ma enkotie nsama dwadifo ne ka me yo na ebo ho na ohye ne chen mo ma yentie mbra
apaki free na ma tax force me nsa na mo hwes na mo twa ticket unja unja ticket banda what in fact, you have running 24 hours, ticketing, and the protection, me cleaning, and see how much you buy, catch your crop for no. Mufan leader Bakwana Miri, no trouble in your ass. Marriage that I'm working. I'm going to tickets, 9 years, and on my own cost. Why? Oh, I may buy them. Why?
As I said, I don't give promises and I don't stand by the promises. Whatever I say, I do. So, what I'm saying is that this exercise is not a 9-day wonder. We are on the streets, so we make sure that the roads are clear and everybody will know that me joining with my brother here, we have done a great job. God bless you, but we are not done. The next 1 hour, we are going back to the streets. From here, we are going to we'll pass through where we are coming from, all the way to Second. And if there is more strength, we'll go to Carnation. Then we'll continue tomorrow.
Mayor Papa, one man crying at tea. Says you're on Macra Central. Sana yen circle, Sana yen wakaneshi. Na my friend say, one mom the red paint. Afa a pavement and so to try red and a wafum. You before near Marco. A dreadful nankasa genatum. Pe. And Rami Fair Cruncofusi, Nick Papu, Yenya Wudeni, we bue, Nick Papu, Yenya Wudeni, we bue, Accra Mayo, Papa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Yedawasi. Original Zebra in Checkers in Como Yedawasi. Yama Mivela Risoya, Yenya Wudeni, Yedamasi. Maji, a mayo papa my na crabeti. Mumma ye na ye mompa man on Quanhua Dini, a chessa won't be a drink. E mo de ho mo am wadwen bone de am betua moka mayor no obeye adwuma mo maye nyina ye mboa no no ntum mboa adwuma mfamboa e Accra Metro chairman so wate nka wo Eastern Region ebusua so saa mo bedi ho adanse na bibi koso eye ewutu senya East municipality mekasa na mekakasoa menim so wo so mo MC foforo ye friend Set Banini kaswa so ohia di congestion said Banini mekwaso kaswa no mfonyi bia menhu no enya fe se baby a eya flyover ya ewo kaswa fefe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yi ne nchempe bia ewo kwan mu na omotumi dwadifo na tumi aba ma obi sabio a we sit tent canopy na odi the canopy na fa traffic light ni mu na odi esi ho hwe Honorable Said Banini, MC awo ewutu senya East. Hwema wunua eyi Accra Mayor ye. Yes sir. Wo so sha say action. Hey, sanfoni ni wo ho a munyi ma ye hwe. Munyi ma me na ye hwe. ansa na mpanifo ahyase di nkomo Peter munyi mame enye sa wote kaso nti wo mpese wo yi Peter ni munyi na yenhwe sesi a na chairman muso maka bi munyi na yenhwe monhwe o ebusia monhwe kaso o ka kwemu canopy na ya bwa ama monhwe o kaso MC sorry yenim se usu betumi wo ye bebu no pa wo su ye adwuma enti kwane na o ma ba flyover ni nchen o kwane na o ma ba ama chese baby a traffic light si ye de kano chairman ye serious meraho me sreka swafo na koyo ne dom chairman the digital chairman ofusu ajare mun sorry na jamfoni ba ye yegu kaso ani mase MC or said banini wo ye bebu no mun ye adwuma na ade tonfo na ba kwan ho hwema wonu a wakra ma waye musu mun ye adwuma chairman mun hwe kasamfo kwan no na mo stores na sign afa abobo canopy aba na yenhwe mo je traffic light no are hosem mo amutie mo ewutu senya is kasoa ne important MC sorry na wonu a ma wakra obo adwuma se na ye ba na bosi mechanic papo alote akra me yo hwe adwuma oye mon sorry by ochena mon konko tutu sa na ema nyina because fair me hu video no me we aho kasoa omu ye di congestion mo makwan nim dem Peter no mpese oyi no ma me no ye ne anti ana Peter o mpese oyi no ye wanti ana monyi kasafo yi na ye hwe kofi su me hu se ye oya nchemu na mo te kasoa enti honorable set banin
This can only happen in Kaswa. They cover the traffic lights.
Enti edi ateno no Peter na nkase adwane bet o se kasa ho meteno no mon show Kaswa chairman we de wie amoma yen ka ho asem me ra ho honorable said banini mo muso wate we new MC Makaswa we bebu no mo muso na ma akoso no ha adwene wunia me friend is saying Michael Alote action man hwem why nkran yesra wo so ma ho so ye di congestion exercise ni bi wuhia mbo ye beba abeboa no so ye friend Michael ni papo Alote papo Alote
yenye udeni
we bue ni papo Alote obo adwuma musa fa akra mayo di congestion exercise no to so biom na me na ebusua mu bedi hu nkomo mo hwe nkran de yentie kasa no yenti asem kan
na ye ba ahmachi bia one ni abeduru ha ti ye tun ade emo 7 no bia packet free
ni packet free na ma tax force mensa ma ma hwe na mo twa ticket uncha debi uncha ticket banda what in fact you have run 24 hours ticketing and protection me cleaning and see how much mo ba catch up for no mo fa leader ba kwa na menu no hwe mo nyina so mo marriage say mo kan am twa ticket na nya yen hwe na o man no koso why na be ya why
as I said I don't give promises and I don't stand by the promises. Whatever I say, I do. So, what I'm saying is that this exercise is not a 9-day wonder. We are on the streets, so we make sure that the roads are clear and everybody will know that me, joining with my brother here, we have done a great job. God bless you, but we are not done. The next 1 hour, we are going back to the streets. From here, we are going to pass through where we are coming from, all the way to Second. And if there is more strength, we'll go to Carnation. Then we'll continue tomorrow.
money. Inside. I'm quite answering. Never put it up on Emma. Some from Medina, so my back crab at Tani. The Cabana the Banamun, my papa, the Numa Papato. If you are on the Quago Bush, no Patabaire. Some Quago Bush, Patabaire, and some Quago Bush. No more back at the mom, no room, no Papa.
Jenny baby I dey work. Ya pamucha.
Ede etene no. Accra yetu ehu. Yenyam mayor papa Michael ni papo alote. Aha, MK. Ono ne obi asesi anu abeya Accra mayor wa ma Accra. Eti e bompa isese adwumede e bekoso saa. Na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Honorable Julius Debra, and San Yema Valerie Soya Maya de. We ni papa maye, mama ye mayo. Yedim so co-founder po Benjuma. Na we see Paul Amantamos in his camfo. And the Atenano. Mamichi Executive Secretary. Alfred Kwame Bwahin Frimpon. Onosu Benjuma pa. Namintia policy policy advisor and penny for more. Maminchi Chairman Yusuf. Okankwe South constituency chairman Minchia Fifi Taylor any penny for Moso Moha Moboa MC Moye Juma Minchia Muina Monkoso Mwa na yenye Juma sa eti baby adre kukudam na jenkonya atena form na mike kukudam na yenye kukudam ketwa ye wo former chairman the great former chairman at the Eastern Region chapter the NDC and you be a say papa ya di nyina minim say oba power ene TVXYZ so kasa nipa bi frame papa na kasa pa ken amoma on tamra and you be a say chairman Bismarck Terry Boatin once a chairman always a chairman ha saso na yewo senior communicator wo ba national communication team ni mu a o senior communicator pa Kofi Abusuan Penny ono so ha nti ekuku dami na me no mu ebedi djuma mamema chairman Bismarck Terry akwaba chairman akwaba
yeah
ene bibi aboko de
body dey chain say no dey chobia
Eastern Region
yeah bani mujo se ebedru he na bibi CDNT me sure say bibi so si
che ho so manya mo MCs ni DCs no
yanya ni nyina
manya ni nyina menim se mo anamontu amunu etui omo so betumi ahwe etu wo so obedu obebo omo mo obebo ho bia na obebo omo na omo etumi ahwe na omo aye mensi na ahoro na we Eastern Region na kama nti ebusi no so akwaba
yo so
bi aboko de
kin obade aye adum
mountains de boko
mountains so yeah
we ye bi de ni mu
se me constituency
mienza fanti de na kama
fanti mai ena Tema West ansana ekropon constituency ti me de me bo a triangular
position. Why say me ba me de me wo two me kan Kwe South
okay
na me wo Kwesimin team constituency
tadi so na me wo Air Force
Accra me de oni
was it me no wo constituency
okay
yeah na we kan Kwe South e wona me wo baby am tell the mini constituency
man
ba me pese me de count
yeah no man franka enti de home ti bibia e boko
chairman baby a ofie wakase baby aboko de but ye ndi komo kakra enhwe akasamfoni a ye hwe wo hwe Accra menim se de bia wo bankran ko how asesia wotumi nya akwan remu ene MCs ni bi so a omo so challenge bi ho so mutuma na mo ye ndi ho komo kakra ansana yesikwem ma wo hu ye
okay that's endi me metna fidi kesi yeso ye nchiamo
ye da mase
se di stewie ekra am say intimi hia mamo Easter Fishapa
after ye di stay woman after some mumbai sa okay and ye di stay
enche ampa you see if you dey be a good Friday
sanity
and be do a Friday no so a good Friday so as this hammer no so na Yesu nsuko wumai. It's a Good Friday wow. Friday night Yesu wune. And also your
Friday. Oh, 2000 years ago. But omo ya ne santi bi mfa ho ye niam akra ya na odwe ne ho a monti ase ye nkwa ni.
Yo. Menchia. Abusuya. Abusuya do mabusuya. Nye na abusuya.
The Eastern Caucus.
Nye na abusuya.
Mate.
Abusuya ya abusuya ye ne nu nyina na ya hye obra na se. Na king mintumi nkwa me eat osan me ba. Tani na me mfa no nchi ada.
Wow.
Maybe sorry ono na ti hui. No me eat.
Yes. No ho de ba.
Papa.
Ante se mbre before no.
Level. Na ni 100 social media so ye ntimi mfa ni nya Edmond. And I'm senior. And I'm senior advisor policy in politics.
Okay.
You were a someone a former Eastern regional heat organizer.
A Jaus Chiao.
Enchia phobia. No, you're more cocoa board.
Okay.
Or your auditor.
Or some phobia.
Phobia. Opening from Pont.
Yo, Papa.
So, what damn feed you 24/7.
And the Chiano.
Na ya chewi you ya che obrempon His Excellency John Dramani
Mahama
eni yura Juros Debra baby bia wonu obi a echia woni nyina
amen
echia power SYZ adwumafo nyina ya che obi bia ya chia NDC fo nyina mindumi mfa nchia enko that to say ya pueman term so afo oba penny Rita Mrs AJ awute en yanchia no maame baby a wo bia ya chia wo na jumadi a wadi efa MMDC ho be fisi ebo ni din a odin ne fu abe se dupe po enu ema ya confirm 33 metropolitan municipal chief executive so nyina no wabadwuma ba kokura ni ho a ya tutia nyina bi 95%. Be average ni ya beka say ni nyina akobe 89 to 90%.
No correct.
And 100% to 80%, 69%. E bi en we ni film. Wabadwuma emana yuko. Obi a odin betu okumbia no a why be pen no sans why presiding member why member of NALAC. Na o san teacher ni no ni mode no hu say okasafa district assembly ho a say nananomoni and this and the local government ministry no asan be chieftaincy and religious affairs no emma ahemfo asofo nyina betenam edo wana no tum appointees coordinating director bia nhye party regional chairman impenifo no nyina ofre nyina ka ho a ye ne kwa proba jumadi ne very 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 successful na ye de swawa ne de jaw iri jaw so ne de aswa Accra mayor okay emra na edi iti mensa ba the same thing na e kan iti mensa o ye say wan ye say iti mensa makrum ehona ma yeah ehona ma sata na metombro no wawu ne e be fa ehona na e ma yeti abaye e o tudu free tudu e ba no plan e ba no vote ho ha nyina no ona na e abaye central police station Lawrence Park ho enyina say abaye sane de akọ eye kantamanto untumi nyina ba be nyewe nya iti mensa be ye bi papa ebodi manya satem ne abaye PNDC and NDC tina be PNDC secretary but oye ne famu de ekopem se e call multi party democracy ni nyina achi no oye na adwuma se ne ese
okay
enu avandapo eso bai be ye na adwuma enende yeni abranti so
Michael Papo-ality
yeni den enya me nwanwa se president wo vision se Kwame Nkrumah vision se ye be separate capital no so akodi baabi science enkran achoku ni pana won kran se no obia ukọ makati here be ka se ho ye nkran kaso aye nkran odoko ye nkran adenta ye nkran frafra ha ye nkran ana meboa neso nkran na nkasa ni tudu ana
enu nampa
nkran nkasa ni novote nkran nkasa ni kantamanto ukọ kaneshia minia nipa no ho de neso nya ga me ko kaneshia ozo wa nkon nkran there's we no tudu no Nti say ye wura ye adwen so obesiesie ne abubu mpata ne ade a yemfa kwan papa sense won so won ye nipa
no correct
obani okomo ye o okọ kantamanto a wakọ intare tre na wakoto wo ha no de ahye roba mu ni hanga so ho no anya tontare no ananim ye de ayon kese bi si ejam ya to ho ama ebiru mu hye roba ewo ye ho no na koda brosan ye nwie so nso tokura no damu ni ba bi da ndi se ene ye se ye ya makroma ye fa ya nyi won ho ne mi so won se ye de won e kwahi eno ya de ba ko se ye hu pram area ho nyina no ye betumi ama ya ye market ana ye bibi di edwani bi akoho na krono tre o ya ba bi a ye yi genefui edo on call central region kwan so ya ye nipa na so odin okwa a wo se me pekrom nanso nka tezi de wo kono na tezi ne de wo ba na nka krono mu tre ndi ye ne be ma de a wo ye ni aso di congestion no but yanni ye mrante ne ye maba on say Ghana ye juma kesi ya wo ha ba ye say ba say anamboa
sanity
na say ye juma workers ye nu wa miro the way workers ye kebu ye nu wa miro anamboa ndu ye wona aka no a won so na di income obo agf ya na obodi o dia say we can fa agf ma we can the otua the tax the social security or pension or kwaje but you know no tonton ni mentosi ni je ne fuwe ni ade na de agf unze na obisa say we twa ticket and one go bisa accountant no office ni so we twa ticket agf no so ni agije nso e mayen revenue no kosoro a e mayen timi nya get fund common fund eso be kese endi me ye kan we nyina wie no na me de nchia kese nso ama payment mu mmdc sifo nyina se mu ntrinkwa se ye beto no so aba na binum ayam hyehye ye twa sika me binum ye mi ntoma ye nyese ebinum utua ho ni nyina achi regional minister ne party mpanifo ejina pinti ma ya confirm bia ya confirm wa na wie ma trimu nya ode eye NDC na abodi ye John Dramani mama enye wa ho fe enye otenten enye okese enye onim de na mom ya twetwe ntontom osu de toy enti nya wona na corporate ye no nya otamfo de ni woni wa chi no nso nya otamfo otamfo na ne se obetumi aye biribi amatamfo na so ntrase enkotra ma coordinating director no mo ne MFO no mo ne ho nom tampra ne officer ni engineers no en chinchim wadwen me sure say enche on be orientation akosua biribi no mo kakra wuni mu no fa board krum respect ahemfo krum ho asofo krum ho timamufo businessman go on be mauska enko ya hantan enko edwe be minim se appointment mu bia ya boni din bia no on fa se subani bi enhye ni mu ni mu ni ya obetumi ayede aboa ne se emwa biara wo no obetumi aye engangan ne me wo ni dwaben saf municipal enche bi eko metro na reference kofodia me dwabeni kofodia ni ena matna samre for 21 years into my elected and my appointee and I must say din sa also committee be am from be a set presiding member in the assembly local government concert na yenim na ye rounds our bano a year rounds for Usubuache honorable nche bia no be mayor no wa fa entity yem with the party echi is your vice chairman Eastern region Nadmo regional coordinator and a director national Nadbo and a vice chairman and Yamia Domo Yabonitin our mayor and our mayor and our municipal chief executive Ofikromo na niso ade hunu ni so be makro ayefe and so we in our office obehwe and so many yesi ya yenso be yesi na yetime push on kakra de kan se be frɛ edwadifo no ya chwo no nie ntia eseso no ko na chi no ni free pavement so because car bow wa be ne den ido be die car bow wa be ne den if you only magu be ne but the one thing we mun ni say ye tufu ni etu city guard for so for no on the mirage or in some chief executive do grand council on koya no waye o pakika no akolo kuno agis kana shokotukum e say bibia e digita ye be ma oni nyina sika ni nyina no ochi ogini ehuwa ye be suspend o enti uka wo efa this ho a kasuwa de oduru kasuwa ade eza odi meeting yenu ne twam odi be meeting num kura na onyo enti ene MC yo ho no onka hu so wasudie se pavement no enye ne wo ton ade ne dia eye ne wo nante so no okwa abrochira yo ba bia ye de bicycle fa ene wo ba bia disable efa ene wo ba bia car efa enti wo de kokofa ba bia motor ni ade wo na de bo bia insurance nkan and is a want to pavement so na car bowa insurance nkan because ho ye nipa ene ese efa ho nye gbedi bia na obi bia nso wa pata e wo dwemu no MMDC ni Metropolitan Chief Executive wa banyina no mo ngasi so obi wa pata wo dwemu no so wo nkomu a jima obi a wa ready no nkotrem no ntade ya ye nipa mienu miensa obi abedwane akona patam dan so biara yini ne mafiri na patam di abakwa ho na ona wo ho no na beto na de sabio oto abade ma yen ya maka kire wa samre ne ka kire DC force ana na me chairman ka kire DC force samre ne mra ise di congestion ba se wanti mi ampamo na nkwachiri na ka afeba akopɛ me beto aba na do nsa kotochi obi a okra me apamo because the hodi a critical point and a lot of come down so be fufu ama no because here vote na moment na ya to aba ma wi ya ofie mi ensa da wadu ni de fa sai hwehwe ni gu omo no hu ni se o policy ni ko achi koton wa de obi wa register onkom obi a ready afama no no onkom sanse here revenue enti Ghana fana nyina ba bia obi ko interview wa ya mfa no o manen ha no enye nne nko ane anajo ono nso ebia na dan kwama no ebedu ni so na boa ne ya boni din nu sanse kuro ni musiesie ho tia NDC adi nkunim beyond on 2028 correct where the experiment and I am John Dramani mama ni chief of staff no mani panifu aka ho nyina no asi apedi say on my Ghana na de ahye nyina yensa no ye be ni yie na mum dodo no wo enkron kitu akasiem amamuom I from this chief executive any commission regional ministers oni nyina nkamom won to adwen na policies no e de aba no enko yie enfamai in the greater Accra so ya wunia yiti mensa yesu ya wunia vanapoy say utimi nya sa akokudro no a greater Accra be one of the best way na your policy no so say ye be be a new city aka ho no ebe ma ya hunu ni say ene okọ Abuja Nigeria so the be a new city ka ho no ene kro no etre abie so omompani ene so ade hunu de boa NDC ne Ghana fo nyina say the greater Accra new city be ka ho adeni ye nyina wa tu eme kro ntre because the nipa netre say almost about 32 million ye ko almost 40 million greater Accra nko almost be 4 million to 5 million yes na me boa sanity nti kro no emu ayeden achoku nti mayo ye tu chama ye salutu nti obi biara owo ba bia o ye takradi o wotema o wo hia di ukroni so coordinating director ni obi a one person oni wadwin ye adwuma and regional coordinating director ni person odi wadwin ye adwuma because MPP wo ho no obo MPP no ye na adwin so ye MPP or the political way na eba mu a but chief director manie but certain minister manie okọ cabinet wa discussion because mpuntu we ne yan say mpuntu we no because we MMDC usual enko na review your MMD coordinating directors ni e be ka bia yes sir ade be chiru na ni gwase ayeden aba na me for we twem MMDC bia entrance yie no na hwehwe on predecessors no eniamam onlyam ko bia wa resistor MMDC ni nko no kwa be 10 biaje 5 biaje 7 ya to abawie okọ akimu odan MP oho kwesi akwa ya to abawie ye Hanover so okọ chester on ko good so ya ma onche ne nko ade o mu be se 5 or se 10 ko che ya no wafa storm no dabi ye ma ho kwan
yo
se ye betumi amana basa kwa ni didi a kwadwo nso didi onwom didi a opuro nso didi
but I say mama koko fie bi she pani we kofi yen hwe bibi kakra ma mayor of Accra ye bi ya ba main issues no so
and I say Nicholas Minchia on a production team na Minchia mbra teria boating so there no de bia me ushia na me so a field marshal Eastern region organizer former organizer edwuma wabo ansa na wabeda ye nim ediba no edwuma wabo eda ho you be no beka in a so na no ka no wonga wonim yen ni de wonim yen na obi na ya no oka wo radio so se wonim wa no wonim nti ye start edwuma ya che no wabo edwuma nso wo de edwuma hye ne nsanso a otumi ye eye ni ye timinua bichiawo efe wonim se mera me alacha ya me kura se ka me kura ne 2003 ka for the escape 2003 abrewa pa na me kura no enyin wa monitor me dam kwanso a metumi ba na agenesi kwanso enti emze enwe koja me conference center ni mo bete kwatewe fita ni bi o fitama ebeye ma me fa okada nyame shira na friend Master Karim nyame shira na papa ana ai obeye ma me anajo no ema metumi ndi kofi me ba ya wa se gege na me de aba so boa ya den kura me de be ba no mako ati anti we na biribi foforo obi onye mu de oba nyi se de bi obeko ayibo friends hospital sa enti ye hwede nyame beye adwuma no so yakase ye beye na minchia etiefu nyina isi mayor fu asemi emsa Accra mayor ni papo enye sa no friend Michael
Kamu Sabane said the vice president Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman returns to Ghana after receiving medical treatment in UK and we are breaking news Sabane to make us say them say mama aba
president can say this week there ye be hunu enti emze enena ababe degwa no yes good news so yeah ne sa no ni papo at least anamo awe to no eye you see next style no me fe the entire style na me fe de say oyobi a nankasa si form oye practical mayor enye armchair mayor
no
ope resort so ti ase ama jumana ninti ya appointed no one ye mano ye man goes be say otumi achieve into ono no wie ni wakofom de bia sa baye ya ye ka ho enye no abaye rode se mroso kufuo ba yo so betumi aye edo so won a wode didim ana wo di politics free mu ana adeda anyeye obai no so a ejiri branse de no hu anyeye na anu ikura ekufa do mre so de papa kasi kote anya adwuma Sankara ababe ye ne de mo na ebe ba be ye wondi ababe ye wondi wo krom ha ye hu abode se chenche ni obaye oye ya kopim se fedi won say da fura chenche tina da mu se masa wo ya ye lusu papa we asema ni papa asema o kan se egodifu mu to ngade minimu ni asem obia ye adwuma na nsa akoda no ye ni se mu bebre no enu na mode hwe mu ma most of them on street ni so to ade no ebi ye single parent ebi ni obere me bia beto won ma be 4 ono na hwe wo mu ebi mu to ade ni wode hwe wo ma e wo universities so it's there, it's clear. And who say sani pana etonwade wo kuro mu no most of them majority e mobrofo boys etonwade wo street mu no onto be ko wiade but need the person man say president a charge and say assemblies e wo Ghana nyina no just say no obema obia goes obeshena every year what to be reward one president aka so obi obebo no humodi bia de yesu e beka ho asem na Mini Nico. I did woman say, Sabe etiefum ebia na aduan si obi anim say jana ni wufia enkyere say sorry a koja wo nam street so
na kure
unya jana wo wufia enkyere say wo yem singa kona kujira ayi street so na ja wo nangu ho nya ni pakpaka say ni say ade e me say wade ibo ni say okwa no no manko bi du obi anema manko sisu mansizi obi ade aso ka che ni say street wey street we pavement you person won't go beyond this and I said your kind or the red line to walk. Don't cross it. We want you to do your business but make sure say won't cross us our line na yento Ghana because more na if you edokoro Ghana for neighbor kurumu Emma Korea and the Yaraba into we be area mo din say mankasa mo to be a clear so what you say mo to be a clear bibia na fe file wo mu no yensu yetumi aba bepra na kwai na dem yo no kware say amanfo kura start kasa ebo na baso say kwai no kura dem na ne wo mu no say ense say eye 9-day wonders ono ankasa aka o say enye dakoro 24-hour economy no ono so be implement
sanity
sadi we say ma suggest sa MCC say wo so be ye ti ma te say Greater Accra Regional Minister no so dey atoso Nico ebe na esia how ye say yetu kuru no nyina wie ne make sure say ye preventing crofuna to ade no ma no Saturday and Sundays you betumi aye night street market so what you say because Saturday and Sunday ni yanya na night kura na 24-hour market na ye be close fee senior na mebra ekai ye fit to do AMB office wo ye fan fawan kofa MTTU ana sese wo ye MTTD na ye fan fawan fa UTC kwan no na ye fa okashi ni fa fire service ni fa Rollins Park ni if you want to call say ye close say ka bia ni wa bet enter sa place no na mum market street market from anopa memene da any kwasida ekopi manumre whatever Saturday and Sunday ye journey ye wo security for ho into obi okwaso no tupa obetumi apake car e we bi at the station and I car park e won kra hanyina no one nante akwakoto wo ne na no wafa kaya or kaya yo so whatever no dia kwakogum iti meme da de kwasida ne de ye jama ma street no mra so no ma to ade obi opeso odi gwa bia ye wi a 24-hour ya clean street no bibia ba nti Monday ne beba no na kromate wan no bia ko bebi ote I mean e fe obi a wona ne be hihye sa hihye nyina no ebe ni so besu ye kwa soro ponga ma fa me bag mi kokroma kodigwa efi we nyina ko dem titi ni whatever we see manante wa ba ma betoto me niama na me ko sankrofu to mi ko e villages ko toto no ma ba it ade na wa kra dia o park o car na one until just 20 minutes and they want to be here but ni nyina ne say e ka ho so we yes na wo de magwadifo na at least wo so be say na wo ye no reboa won nti wa beton na de awie Monday to Friday no onu kwanso over street ni onu kwanso over pavement but onu say definitely Saturday Sunday de say street ni nyina ye yende a ye beton ade ye ton ade na ye obia be pem ha ode ne car be si baby eso si we sia na ntew okodi ni gua police for that 24-hour economy no ehun nyina ebe adwuma so more we employ security for no more no and I was when adwuma ye if you makro no matew na ma enija ye den aba sa ka so ade no me hu anopai me hu diri me I don't understand so what you say I don't understand say obi na you see young authorities no so young authorities no edu baby a e ha wadwene because wo hwesadia no dipa etumi abosese e wo kwan ho otongadia no aba be canopy traffic light wo aba be cover traffic light into obi ehun police fu ehun kasua mo fe won say assembly no when tax force when crofo okronum I mean what is this when him say ye wo krom ha ya omanyim and a western region. Yet is Nkrophobia Kofayan forest at Tinemu for about 5 years. In about 10,000. And security service. Everyone cry Kofukuanin security for Wokumla. Any quite this a way yes one far 10,000 and Sana Galamsi. I mean, what is that? When you say Ewutu senya east you say fire. Yes, west no say. When you say baby what to jede dey ifa. Baby what to jede no. Mali fudu go no.
Eyiwa na budubure mu ana.
No, yes, what to budubure camp won echi no. When you say no one go police for immigration for. Yes. Niger for about boss say about 500 say. No friend say enkura abubo dai ashum. Junior, it's only a robbery, Quayan Quanos of Sado. We are no Marcus. No Mark and a quine yet. It's Wabano Begina Quine if you feel a regional junior manual to them. And Nep, where Quacobu wonder, police of Funia, and the assembly, the Quacobu wonder, and immigration will not be police of Flat Papa will tell immigration for and so IGP. I know that I couldn't have him. One for soldier from Fra because you to be to and a bing. In the tune fauso. Nti yemense hwa na yedo ebi be kaswadi. Ya sha nti abi ni fiase na yehu Ghana, but now you is operational man.
Oh yes, oh boy.
We are watching national security whatever. You are the pe airport na intempano yensiano ansana ba meda wase.
Ye beda kofie busia pen asebebre wo no so mission ode aba e fa no AMA mayor awaba jumapadia OD. Yenkwe metene se eye CJ ye ka CJ na ye tre eye her leadership justice eye tukonu eye araba ordinance mbi akoto the apex court of the land in Metre Supreme Court or a committee na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or sete so mo hwehwe same wefan petitions and seminal and yes sir Supreme Court and mo kwan ma no mo na tena asem no so emu ma court ne beka no no de be adwuma court ne cheche ne nsem no mu ya awie mu ma na se wo mo bibi kan mo ka but enye se o mo no mum na cheche se ni sei na asem no se ko yendi hu nkomo kakra chief judge the lawyer so the Godfred Odame na Godfred Odame so dia to so say sorry a lawyer sorry any tatuchi kata omo yendi si for why so mo deep petition is in nti Ghana for and sorry no mo nkasa na ekowi wo so ye MPP ne obi animo wona wo ye ma me lawyer yenkwa ye ni
ne obi japani unim. Is it constitution when people for Abekro on Ediana?
Minimum, but
1992 constitution.
And one evening,
the article 46, article 146 cross 10. Egusum.
Hopa. Sir, the Jinasudi Yejuma.
The other end, Mammy Chief Justice, that article. And I wouldn't. And I say, to no one who says article and Yejuma. Article 146 ebia di sharoto say you won say say emre nsu otoro ne nku ani age nza na nchine eho akam but we start to say bo pe na nchine so ani age tatam na maame no say no ye judge dia no otufo say na nado danko agufu ado baby a ode oba na ekono enye and the name before who say you were His Excellency John Dramani Mama on per masam and then no national to say they no ebema no ebema you see Godfred Odame aba ben president ben and no ya to the general MPP no kure na no ne maame na yadwuma no ya ba lawyer pani no ne maame yadwuma
Sanity.
It is a never try to who say a catch there and say, Chechu, ANDC near Godfrey Odame oil. No oil.
Yes,
what the Samuel on a boat to force in the Master Mammy and the Washihama who form no strong
credibility.
A court. Tavena over and say, Mami issue. Una wudi anim. Na chechu ya NDC ni. Odi oya fefanto. Odi ohuson. Eyemra. Yes, say a petition the ma president. Say president will to me. Nka maame no kwa kase wa sake no. Kanya so was suspended no. Also the befa Council of State emra no. Na Council of State nso abo etia koma committee. Na committee no nso e de abrewo president. Na mra kro no a kire say president nso ati abedwakuo. E basa esese wo asem no e fa wo ho no. Ye suspend o. And in the man and chief justice, Nanka take panel no akotre mu bi obi asem bon ne ho. And this say suspend no wa e benya acting chief justice. Akechire. Say ye mira pon president ni ho, vice president ni ho, speaker ni ho, speaker ni ho, chief justice ni ho, ananya zanete. And in the man atemu no enapan. Dabi. And a man so and Uncle Kuru me, and I ne banamia. Come advise him, ma, and say on resign crap. In Penisa, Utremu, Chawase. One who can clear by one who says, Sissy, the man, or then you couldn't in the banner, the quabruchi. One who can clear by a say rent allowance be, and no one better. One who can clear by a say contract to be on ward, and also about Nina, can't go. Sanko, ye dee, and no man in Sasua. Kasani mo yabeba nto onko so ntra wona nyema mpiepie ninsa mo de court no say 41 ana
sana ge
ya 41
enra be 41
enra say 41
be ba chwa
oba kai say 2013 verdict sana 54
sana
abi jabani ya sana te emra ba 54 say omanpaniti akonwa so onko so no onye nadwuma ono kro tie akonwa so no wanfa na no nwura mu 54 pano ne 9 ansa na ema no kwan amwatwa ni vie 9 no na we chief justice na the petitions aba ni a refer to Council of State ya tie bedekuo ya bo chire di ama president nso emrama ho kwan so wonte abedekuo num emra na kire ne nkrofo a emfa o say esasa wo fa Supreme Court fo mu but one kan jiro so mabisa wo a asem no wo ho ne se hwan ne yenkofa no and what choose mu wo choose oman sika hwehwem so o meka ho because bia na kontasem obam enti sabe de kuonu no ayate no me pese me bisa se ne Ghana fo ne MPP fo nyina bisa won ho se Constitution Article 146 clause 10 ana na bi no masom yampre afenyo mark no masom yampre afenyo mark wa party ni be
MPP ni
the other no de Godfrey Rodame kan wansam ala no kan wansam ana na bi no musi abonten ye demonstration about the Chief Justice move ano eno de wanenka ada on man no kure innim ni aye hypocrisy na minim ni enti ye wura John Dramani mama nko abedi ade a na mpanifo akia no atum ahemfo nkasa asorefo mpanifo nkasa traditional council nkasa Christian council nkasa charismatic churches nkasa ni obi aka ne se odi jamu manenka jamu ma onyamu manenka wo femra onyamu manenka wo femra ene na tibamufo na ntiti Charlotte say because Charlotte say as a electoral commission or equivalent to the Supreme Court or appeal court on your no nyoba on your no niebusium Alaji Shule and when we nyame the clearance ye ene ma me a champon mouse hwan ye yi won wo ye super ni won wo ye yi won on wo nya Ghana for
no me Ghana
na do dan kwa kufu ado tia kodwa no so edi bosomi ahe Enfia he, dakura he, ene di yi Charlotte say ne nkrofo no. Ya adentimi ne. Onti say regional house of chiefs kasam. Onti say charismatic churches kasa. Onti say Christian council kasa. Onti say Biblia kasa. Obia nimpefe say enya omampani John Dramani mama no time ameno. Na mo mbra no na abedinu. Ana petition on say John Dramani mama na Troy. Enti kwana conference committee no. Conference on. What you have a normal candidate sa independent MPC issue by you say dem get for high court anameboa necessary for high court but about when change supreme court to straight the way na lawyer gina ho no kasa na ma me address no hwe emre ni nkaso media yetufu yensa shebre se ba amena fo so mampani ne mpena asem anya no kre ina mo mmra no mu ne mpena asem obi nka se puduo nhye nyankɔwe na dwu ne mum se puduo na hye a woni puduo menkai eja hye no etom sa na ya sa woni atwe da de am yekotu na wudwi na wudi bi komo do kura benya bi adi nti obi anka se ma me nkoye bone obi nka se obi ma me obi nko tro petition fa no eye niam a wo ye no nipa di na ni di akire enti akoye emrasem no me mpese ye bekom bebre ne mum de mpese me kan ne se Mami Chief Justice, former Chief Justice. Yes, kotre fie kakra. Yenga si ye wedi. Anonsi ye yinedi.
No. Yes, true.
Bravo no say.
Kotre fie kakra so.
David bravo
suspended.
Sir. No law judge no ni say suspension ni say ye yinedi. Supreme Court judge no ni say suspension ni say ye yinedi. Yes, step aside. And anyasa. Upa ubetumi aka step aside. And then suspension. Ni amfa hwehwe wo ni emom. Ya hwehwe mo nyina awie na samira nie. Sapanie. Brabedwam begaria. So garia ho fan. Sa koye wadwuma. Ebezi a chense nyankwan ni nimra. Nyankwan ne ko makola law. Nyankwan na obo PhD. Nyankwan na LLM. Dabi. Ebi mo sua sanan. Emra one one be before. Emra ya cho constitution no se yakofa buchafo. Yakofa bucha, yakofa koko krachifo, yakofa hwanhwafo, timamfu akuafo, asame members fo na do na begulego. Ni actual constitution. The Ghana Bar Association beguye. Ona nko. MPP fo akuni ni ankobi. When the constitution wa wulu, and the one be active for 33 years. Ku diminsi wo mai. Enyansa fo na cultural constitution. Ndi yamame Omampani Excellency John Dramani Mama on town as a personal or the mra and the ejuma. In the era of Rodan, Senana and say you free Attorney General office when you should bring you up. Copper Bitra, then go do any mass. Say, Yania at forcing, cry when you run. Now then, some more toneso, only Japa, eh? Japa, Richard, eh? Japa. Why would I be any boo do to you? Wow. Say, one I got to say judges, you know, Supreme Court judge for better tribute control BDD. Nah, and command on the petitions in be a kahuna no need. Now the men are called Japa said now also wouldn't come. It was who taping. And then I say, Yanokre. And young men bet to me to 2 years. Yes, say, yeah, I buy the water to the Boba. Yes, I miss I say. And you didn't see ye. Am I petition the court another than Kufuado? I'm all forward the call. Council state you. So on the advice him. Our mammy crew. Which I say, Mamma, it's soon buying or the water. Enquire. Not Ghana forehead. Not been when you could do. Actual crack, I come on, penny. Send you been when you could do. Actual crack akoma o mampani na na dodan kwa Kufuado say Charlotte say I will no contract one for procurement into a book procurement emra into so nipa we yant mi no enye etro ye ni mu gidia o gina so ema ye yi no sa emra kro no ano ɛna madam chief justice nso ɔbampani ba ɔbɛto petitions no ane yɛde brɛ no wagyina sɛ mmara no ɛne article no ɛna ɔde afa so sɛ maame ne pɛ na ne kuru sɛbi ota fracture ne kuru no mpɛ yoka sɛbi onye chief justice no nko ne wadi a ɛbɛha no so ɔte ase baabi ɛkɔ no me de ntumi nka sɛ yɛbɛpam no deɛ but wɔntumi ne ɔmampani ntwe ɛna wɔntumi ne constitution no so nyɛ dɛn ɛntwe ɛna wɔntumi nso nka nkyerɛ sɛ committee no yɛnni so afo committee no ɛnyɛ adwuma committee no ana ɛbɛyɛ adwuma ahwehwɛ ne nsɛm mu enti supreme court no ɔbɛkɔ ne 100 times ɛbɛyɛ 4-1 no a 4-1 against ɔno na sɛ 1 no wɔ nafa 4 no wɔ yafa 4 no wɔ Ghana fo afa 4 no ni yɛwura dwontrɔmani ma ama fa ne mbom 4 no wɔ Ghana fo afa odi hu sɛ no korɛ da hɔ a ɔnde to na mmom nea mepɛ sɛ meka wɔ efidie so SYZ ne sɛ nipa bi nyi adwene man sɛ yɛba yɛto aba ma yɛn because of your witch hunting against the judicial service no ìwé nùtí na mi yɛto aba de ma yɛn ne mu yɛse Ghana ne yɛbɛyɛ de yie yɛ sure sɛ yɛba yɛbɛka dollar ho asɛm ɛna meboa otu a dollar ɛkɔ fam deɛ wobɔ nsɛm na mmom chief justice deɛ wanyɛ ne yie ne sɛ ɔbampani sɛ no deɛ ɛntwena so deɛ awo sɛ ɔyɛ bɔne ɛno nso deɛ hwan sɛ ɔno hwɛ
Merase, mama ko kofi ebusia pene o. Kobi yentie we.
Kidiko.
Wonim. Edu baby ana se one restraining ho a. Obe cancel bi ayenka. But for your information, unimpeachable source bi a mensa information bi afi wa ba no say Mame Araba get through Isaba tokunu owura yere ma te say MPP fo na assure no say sasem we an koye kura manwa ma wo nsuru obey the women's organizer of MPP party
ma ba no
information amemanya nen say MPP fo ahye Mame Araba Isaba tokunu owura yere say wonga kacha ne say ahye ne nkura say de ntie wotai na chi ne say court cases yi de abi kura nko ya mana obey ne the next women's organizer of MPP
wow
national women's organizer of me de esaba mattening formation me say
masuda
form
yo
tinkura nsa wo de ahye ne so wo betai na chi a na wanya man na nya ne yawo obey ne national women's organizer of MPP adenchi na me nsaka information me gidi because wo say ediama na egweri na ofrom nso enye ne biribi ne aketekira nka ne ka wanhye ne kom na wo say asunekura na sunapotokura na asunekura kronkron na say ekura we de hu ene ne honam se so ti ase
Matias pa
obi ani wi aso obeka chem si sesabonsam tupa na no we hu obefu so obefu fini obetwa wo ne osofo akotena enne gofredabi e kire yen se tadi asori ene chachuchi kata ya ndisifo nti woni kwan se citizen obi otio ayetemamuni eco petition president against the chief justice, former chief justice, suspended chief justice. And so you are representative. It's just a sank for you to be represented because we are NDC for. Send me Brakaino. Go for a damisi. Or no do you CPP ni. Into to me represent Esa Batokonu. Get through. Or no do you to me represent Mrs. Sasimi. I just will be a sebi. Odidi ono mo nkwan pe no betumi akasa asemo yi woni awuti wo go fredame ofire bran go fredame wuti we Ghana wotumi ko boyenka yen case wa manoni court wo be ni achi no ntumi ni achi na yetumi boyenka over 174 million euros wuti kurom ya na wo ye both judgment yeah woni so no kodi so fire buffer say Gloria Kufu. Ono ko di no konkonsa when we yi fi won.
Ono no deputize Gloria.
Ono no ye deputy.
Yes.
Eno ko ka che na Kufu adu say maame no on to be prosecute MP NDC for no. But who the father no maame because ono won na ekọ. Eno di ko concern we yi no wode ne beto so. Anything na no ne nkofo ko hye dem no frivolous charges no wode ato so yenko. No akwa ko hu judge wodam yenye ne say. Adenti na judge to meet na asem so no on my judgment we are go for them to be ko catch chief justice Yusufa Yakufu mo friend say get root
yeah tokonu
no catch any say judge we me pen yes sa no no na kwa to baby judge o tina asem so asem so my judgment open case obi abi say judge the way you to be a transfer judge Yakob two different places and not judge and I'm not the only office. Judge in the office or tell them
useless.
They would render you useless. Look at a whole Bono Mahini. Because Bono Mahini was a critic. Or your objective. Doma. That's the whole this area where you're there. Doma Mahini. When you saw a high court judge.
Yes.
Shadi away no.
Tell me in court voter.
That's a bit Mimi territory, me area not Papa no kwa kodi asema otuka wotema. No wako voter region kodi asem no asema back. How could you do such a thing? Justice Araba Esaba Tokonu Mrs. Ura yere. Okoto de ne bodje. Ene go for them to be catch so no kwa kodi defend Tokonu. Enu na tire yen say go for them ni Tokonu na tena se wo hye say won kono won obi nko kasa Japan kasa nanka yo bia judge bia ye wo judge bi lawyer bi na Ghana Bar Association one president
the current president
former menya di ni ye na me dia ba ho edama no ye nkrani Osamils we friend ni Osamils
yes
wo chiri chachuchi kata ebu mu nkwase fo kufuo chachuchi kata D4 and the Nekufado she from say boom he doesn't know anything about law. The Nekufado doesn't know anything about law or ya planke. He doesn't know. So say chachu de she boom kufu Australia and na kwamra ya ibu friend saying the be kufu no spokesperson at that time kwamra Japan. Okache Makufo kache disi one kache is a judgment on tiasi no obesisa obai no be empano ye rim empano the two beka ho two ni beka ho and say two ni na ko kan 3 no previous 3 no and we be 5-4 against Chachu na Chachu ko prison Osamils ko sira Chachu chikata wo prison just a visit personal he wan ko the demo as Ghana Bar Association MPP full year press conference we Osamils fit so wakosera Chachu because Chachu ya ibeni oyo wani onye nipa you see these MPP people I make come say obia ko join this party na why a monster onimu kura no personal ikura na woni ni dinkobo wi ahwene attitude MPP no so NDC ni tongade wa ha hardly so baba beto aduan
oh yes
that is their character. And the leadership no na dia so wo musa hwe mami we ene saba araba Tokonu Mrs. Gertrude asabo ka kire ene say panel 5 panel na 2 if Supreme Court yes mami say on pewon nipa ba sana aka no free eminent organ high distinguished for mami we so on pewon 85 and on when you want to be Nina Sem. My minister about catch Ghana for say nipo pewon no say or person na do metra case no so or person MPP general secretary mo friend dey
new one
yes the otisu
Joseph
from Ponkodia o say Freddy Bray emetra so owi onu kasa nasi emetra so bi na fe owi ne baba na what to be a contract e was to move for say judicial service and judicial council no about 5 billion all series, no tender, single source. Would you have Babia? Abu Frank 21 years, would you have Mano? On yet, na we are wasang the Abu Frank to Kwanga command $10,000. No one who could $10,000 in the Majash Aboto.
Are you serious?
I say, panel no panel, and your Nanka Senebusia from the MPP for 1 woman. I said, no can sound opportunity. I just said, judges on Trustubia, 5 member, and you know, the one to know Trustubia, just say, be Kodia. You're the MPP chairman, you're the Ibu friend. After your MP to know or trust you, it did not say, one woman transfer. Obiangugo, just 30th October 2024
last year Speaker of Parliament my judgment ruling be our Parliament and look at and say MPs be 5 bills one cross carpet yes independent one independent into one party no be into when you won afenyo market se bo rashi no kwai and okotene na speaker say no member court war. What about the speaker say, Papa be or take a unit campaign or no, your friend of justice, Yao Ernest or Yao Ernest Gao. Virginia Ho Central, say Ho West, as MPP parliamentary candidate into obey bias was a new, into being official. Araba justice, Esaba, Tokuni, Mrs. as some kind of say, Science of from Quetchery. Now law is law. No bam kon obi I am MPP ni that do not trap no say and just your bias. Emra na de wo wadan ho okoto de na bodwa nyanya kire de yem fa de amoni team. Scorpion. Ono de yekum na ye. Na ye ma hia me kire we. That's what he's telling us. She's telling us. She's telling the whole Ghana. So no de na fem de ne panel na go on 5 panel no ni mu nyansa. Won't tell better next year go on a day. Bargain if you see him into another day. Yeah, what did the day? Yeah, Mammy, and Marana Koshia, Nimbi, Minim law, but classroom of the time. Into can one, now the one can weigh you two, and it didn't. And how can you say, Memphis A, B, C, D? Na me fan kopim me fan form sentence a make to be there here and me sebi o se me nim dokun ho hwe na me nim dokun abenga wo yi gu a ne etu ahye wo ne de be use dokun we de bi be ye inti ne wo esa wo twato ho no enu ene ba be obi a wo se wo ye in charge of law Supreme Court who Supreme Court who now Chief Justice when I should mraso when I should a lawyer for a bribu kodi lawyer judges be koye was a nuamo kakrawo Western region usaki won wo emraya said am black article 146 and nadi esa abatokonu get it say no de anya adwuma na ebom na se ene jesin kodua ene won aka no won wo betena na se bono so ya ebe mane kuma to de yam ma me tokodie enne me catch you pen and you pen fa me catch you say law is law emra emra mameda kofi abusia penya papa wo no to the submission or the ama memsanko chairman Bismarck area ho chairman yenhwe $1 against the cedi make us say and the Google say and run 11.90 pesos 11 cities 90 pesos and that a rubber form about 11 cities 60 for a year pesos and the eternal now what Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Seminole
Excellency John Dramani Mama Emra na ye kono na dollar
na say 38
3.8
that is 4 and I'm
the infants of 4
unza no na ebe yo da bia me kan asem chiro se ni otwitwa na tare no onko no nimpa e hotel ni this one will be to atari ewie na the commerce tere ni na ohu partner no nyo abese no na Ghana fo nyina ye kan say team bi to say ewura juro zebra ye maami Jane ye excellency John Dramani mama ye pair one any team to say ewura to force no eba abedu djuma we ya dollar no a ba umie ntumi anchechere no no say
so what broche UK or say ono ne measures bi odututu ye na ama say sia no niema toto ye ma dollar no sabiwa na nimu gu asese de na appreciate
odo anu do
ndi si ba en cheye
odo anu
Mahmoud Bawumia
odo anu do nwire bi ngo
mo claim so ye ono
odo ase okọ no je safona no de ama GP na ye wo mene ne say yesuma banyansani yesuma na motenten
ko anim
na ministers of 126 no the pay yan and na ya 54 56 aka 4 yeah 60 send ye kan ye no yes I did yeah that 60 to 70 salary no ekwa ban ho yes ekwa abai ho so when you also economics
okay chairman me pese be yi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia okojina UK na community you betie na some of the two dwa no we are what also mention so
appreciation of the city that we have seen recently. I think one of the things that if you ask a simple question to the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the city, they cannot tell you one that has been implemented, not sort of talked about, but actually implemented. They cannot tell you one such policy. They only pass their budget in March. They've not even issued any contracts and paid for anything, pretty much. So you cannot ascribe what is happening to the currency to a policy that they have implemented. There's no such.
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia say NDC abai o implement policy bia for policy bia to akwemu for mantini enti say dollar no say si an see dey appreciate my dollar no ho dey ne ko forma measures bi odigu ho MPP abreso abroye vice president no eno na NDC edi ho mfaso yenti o chairman
madika ka say Yoruba Bawumia kasa ya na me so e comedy
comedian no
comedian sa emi bia na nka me feel say nko gina national theater
and they be revive national theater very soon
na e man me bia no otumi ko kire sa o say first na kinso party
kinso concert party be dia gorende
kinso the sharing sa as economics na nya adwuma no na na me no so say so deputy governor no ye vice president na ye so economics na o gina the whole wiase abrochimem ebe cancer asem say there is no NDC policy ni ready budget kura 4 months ni ono na me campa walk around here all catcher the party for say na nado danko ekufu ado amwano anamwa
sa no kan
ono catcher na nado danko ekufu ani wi asefo nyina say dollars afo na odi ama GP mebo
P2
anamwa ndo ko oje
wanje
you just say the policy no sabi you asuma banyansani ensoma na motenten nya kasa tenten ne dowura Ewura John Dramani mama de why be pen waka kire won o se ma ye be pen essence when ni president ndenti onim sane hyehyɛ enema wempo a yen economic management team polo na dollar ekoyo but the Bawumia be gina ho ka kire say baafo jan ananya zanete na wa fa na yire gina ne ho Professor Jambafo Alan Kwejo what the solid team I guess I don't kai solid team ni baby $1 could do here we create economic management team but you are at force in the team ni governor on Bojuma pa the to sunu yema ye woni ni say in Ghana you one board pay cocoa board Anamibwa.
Sanity.
Cocoa board. Ghana from Kwame Nkrumah BCO.
Yeah, cocoa board.
Cocoa board. The visionary leader, you John Dramani Mama say, go do was assassin. Yamfa board in your day. Emra.
Regulate.
Yes.
And to be kama.
No, be on for gold and cover Bibas and Cotton. And on them, I also can be a $1 tibafom. And then go, yeah, a cowpa.
Oh, but Ghana citizens.
A cowpa. And the man was a medium fish who buy a night can once seven. Well, Obi had the papa beyond bonnet baton. But if you had the bonnet once and what kind of papa?
No credit.
When the papa once and what kind of bonnet? Ghana gold board. And then Obato gold was PMMC. Kwani baby obetimi ami ato gold. Inti na unko jira baby nganjo ze ni ato gold wa to gold and ni ato gold de kwa and anyway by a Bank of Ghana ni PMMC. Kwana beto gold. A check policy. NDC government di aba. Ndo akaze policy bi anwa e ba yetime implement ya. This is a rare policy. Now on a galam say who are some galam say near 2 man buru near your way. Satamo no say oil for gold. Otimi account for oil. Gold for oil. Otimi account for. And now gold for oil no. And could be much one say petrol tibafom. In the history of this country, Saturday, take only for 15%. So it didn't see that.
VIP crowd also channel motion.
Yes, it didn't see that. And also can policy no. Nana Baumia Kano. And the Baumia way failure. Baumia now then command so until they care for Claudia. Only quiet I'm swimming trap. And on one can send a party would be a one and what we do. Into Baumia economies no all can. Yaka policy, any policy. You're John Domain Maba. Yes, 7 January. And I'm a
sanity.
Tamo, yes, Muna. Fuwe, they be running this country. Maybe 5 days. No, I charm of economic waiting. All could well. Sika did you to mark on for 3 months. And so to make sure you may forecast, am I confidence are gonna follow when this and the one who send you dividend. Dividend. One who sika when you try to go food. It's a bad and you know your IMF. Young IMF net, young IMF for China. IMF. But the policy, I am papa, young leader papa, young be a one no mano, and Dana Kumasono. Or say IMF no, young co. And she share who be a number payo. When you were John Dramani Mama and anything. Into young Rabonia. Why a Bruno? Your friend you were 38%. 38. O den trust obiara. Na o kasa, obakasa sabi water fracture. You will school be o asan kwala ni biko. What was school?
Yes.
Oh, who was school?
Minimum school no pa. Special school.
Special school. Sa no kasa. Enne ye ni su, enne ne ban tie. Inti onimu policy now work and the policy ni be ni say yeah the gold board over a big policy and
sanity
from 1957 how many years in independent apart from cocoa board yeah we John Dramani Mama na buying the gold board over e be sida say na yamma asuye bi an institution baako entwasa ne ma wori nyina fafa ho oche ya lodu afa ade che ya lodu afa emra ya ba power pe hwe Bank of Ghana car ya chiwo hotel gold wa na wom anke dey fly nti no ho no no so a vice president or running or flag bearer on economic mazaya obaba jemkwa edi dollar Mo first term of office, mo 20 ministers and deputy ministers, 126. 126. Now tia minister be a for 20,000 Ghana cedis kura. Multiply by 120. You say you be 60 ministers. You above 50. 54 or 56. Aka 6.
Yeah, 56.
Aka 4.
Sorry.
Yeah. 70 ministers na ya mo na katua no. Eh? Nyamfa ma Ghana, nyamfa hwe Ghana. Ye sika ebe.
Ghana pa.
Enti policy ni bi ni say 126 ministers no a ni atua on sika free di no. Ya teso ama say sika no ye de hwe Ghana. A policy a ni so adi hunu. Policy ni bi no so ni say ene gold no ye tu ye de ensa to so ama na so ye ya ebeka gold no nko aso sanya koko won't be for cocoa individual to be fry cocoa and ko baby o de kwa e be chiw ana me boa sana say gold ya ye no e policy ni bi no enunti ye wura ba umia baabi anu ogina ka asem no am say bi anu wada senya sanzo so na bi o muslim bi ana sebe utafrache na wokofa muta ya so no nim sensa ne wom na bi e watwa bi what to be for who to talk you were John Dramani mama who da for your car experience what to be fun to talk your company for when you go man say you were to force in more minister of finance and be down one name minister of finance
Ken of Furiata and Sana Eba Amino
and Ken of Furiata on one hand pay before 80 something a resolution against him seeing you because on perform now I did by the Ken of Furiata papa be your minister finance deputy minister no ni JH Mensa Jumadi ya odi ye bo Ghana kano ebia na ne ba no enne odi akotra ba bi oso yare no fere ye no owo die fanyam owo yesi ya hwe omra adena ba umiyanti mi anka kanu furata atam na nna wo ko tanku toro no wo ko ka se o kan ya na esi enyiri no be control as a chairman of management economic management what na Bank of Ghana governor na ya ya nya adesinia
yeah, this thing, yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you now set a camera or what, be a cost of Bank of Ghana as well.
No,
and a security go to 2 in your good, and you to become handsome. What born? What born? And until the person catch a Ghana for and say, Sika, a friend, dollar. Okay,
yes,
may catch you say, no, by ending of this year. Menya profit dollar bet nya be do CCD say na 11 and then 22nd May and na 11 and by July ending bo be a dollar be kodu me pe bi ato America wa America me ka say control board over ba bi ese nya bi na mama kwalai and will be here in America. Your boss can't papa ni baby $1 dream. Say any and kind of MPP penswa can more than 100%. And then your boss can be signed as a more working ye. It is Abba Papa. Abba Papa. Oko sound like to Abba. Edman, His Excellency John Dramani Mama ni NDC. Anyway, MPs. You were to force no more become woman on every Casamuswa. Enemy, my brand here and Pemnako, as well as this year. What is Casamuswa? When you need Ghana fool more than you need Ghana fool more. Young one was saying, or he became and say, I heard young people who bet me 20 years to 30 years in opposition. And the son number one can and say, you have about 2028 and on Kosonka. Then the Ghana for who say. Dollar da ehuru kosoro no ba umie ntumi anyi ki na amie ama dollar ama fom ama petrol ama fom and nessa nyama we nyina ebo no so one sheda mu bo empire bo ne a yan so sheda mu so twetwam se ne o man no e be fa ne ntoba pefra na mbom ya me yetimu nya hede yo ne mo mpa ye ma ya wa John Dramani mama ne aban no ne mo mpa ye Emma no wananya appointment no na ye mrantie me fa we so e wo sa dollar yi ni ade ni ye mrantie ni bi no ni tutu mirika ada bi edi sika samo to ono so ona koto ka we ona koyi we ona koyi we nu ona nya hwenye sai say ye ni breye ye da yem e da nsoso ene de ba power eni say nyankopɔ ye na ntoma mene sebio wanya appointment bia on rese Ghana for ye yom hiano no no kotukum na dollar ni de ba bi adrum MPP for na into so say be cost no bi tia na etiba form petrol no so be tia ba form ama oman ayede ede kenke yae
okay and we to 5 cities be meant to me and
nesu yes it doesn't go be 3 cities
10 cities
and I'm just in doesn't go be 3 cities
and I want to be sir it was anyway
it doesn't go be no 3 cities no or the bia kan ho am na 5 cities awudi awutumi ni anameboa
sanity
and rent ni na betete so yenya te 70 so rent nso be ba form and rent ye no sika be konko to kom ama wona dan no ne hen no a woni to be no ni ya dollars
in can they rent queen
ni na dollars
e kan ho be pa
na dollars
and one no mabenda was chairman ebusia yanko for every embrenoko
the blues also show
ye chicha no ye chiopa the blues okay
the blues ana soja ne be on forward show in here our no more friend day no
okay ebusia what can say his excellency the vice president professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang Nyamiadom ye mami na bedru no nti wo hwe television no na Nyamiadom bedru a oda TV no so no ye hwe no nti mami ye mo akwaba ye so twedi ampo Nyankopon so se obekoso bama wa hodin na wedi dwumade abo my Ghana nti ye mami obedru breaking news about
yes nti them say worker soldier ni worker or naval base eastern naval base
okay
yes worker me that say Kim you see say Alhaji Bawumia so kasano wan so one year one obeto no because we na Nana Akufo-Addo the MPP for presenting to us and he said they describe him as economic wizard. He said he's knowing everything. He's all in all. Now we Bawumia Akufo-Addo create a platform so Emo kachire say Bawumia new. Eno ni ayawa so ya. Bawumia new.
Bawleshi park.
Yes, o say Bawumia new we na Nyankopon di nyansa nyina ahye ne mu.
I'm saying no chess MPP for no any adwene.
Yes.
Uti asama.
So na papa ne pachiraning. Or your economic wizard or your whiskey that no credit in the year no kai. I said my husband is economic whiskey. It's just on Nimbria. And a papa way what they got the economy sharing inside.
No correct.
And Bawumia kwa kujina amanoni osema Bawumia kachire yengo Ghana ha nyina no say policy by na NDC by won aye because January, February, March and sana ye present ye budget. Na budget na ye di buy no e friend na ye ba be implement budget no. It will be a friend ye ba be implement budget no. Don't know you policy bia. The same person and on so ba power within the same match and organize a press conference or catch and say he has arrested the dollar and or the key na IGP. The same person no me implemented the BIO or no put the number so the time of the fire no Bloomberg and the IMF in catch and say Ghana ye inflation ba be dey e be so bete no 15.5 and we be the inherited 15.5 or kona him with inflation 23.2 so what you say but the nuclear will catch and say Ghana will be an investment previous administration Mahama administration investment in Akodono dollar ni adi na be form obe inherited that 3.8 3.9 yen year ani around na yes 4 cities and ne oja yen ho na 16 cities good and ne John Mama ba ayebiada my friend say I be afo. I need to oba an experience count. And what did me power not dream about you?
to forcing ana sabi janfi answer the economic management team okwa no say siama Bank of Ghana but we me say policy bi ani wo umre so na Bank of Ghana Addison etumi aboka ma Bank of Ghana is bankrupt and the Bank of Ghana is bankrupt because of the good policy. Basic, I'm not an economist, but basic economic principle actually say you normally and you always try to use the little resources in our world and meet unlimited need. So I say need to do also, but you use the little resources you have to meet that needs. I don't know why a prudent economic measures and what catches away a better way. Even in Nepal, which will be the 80 years. This is how their investment. Na nekufado ne ba umia to me chase and crofon. Nchi wonsi kefi wonse. I catch one say. On to be TS Canada just 5 years later. 5 years in DDEP. On haircut no way no. Abani buy happen of Shiska. And what is uncle for so high demonstration da? For the past 5 months in this power. What is say in Nepal DDEP? Haircut for the cow. What is your demonstration? Because a man buy no flow on transit and the sequence of the or the item. But the amount of catch say the next thing you never mature no you pay. So I say, oh we any na and what catch say no. Uba be go one actually say we are gold for oil. Ntu to gold be here dey egu ho. As gold na to gu ho no eno so faso. Uto gold gu ho and another dollar that dem o abere so. What we are doing the policy I dey to come in play now. Gold board that you sabi je fi that gold board I don't know. Na ye say yet to gold no gold for forest. We are not doing gold for oil. Now we go for king. Yes, 1 minute. January. January. Government we John Mahama buy. Enya gold onya no. 6.17 tons. Ye toy ye this $506 million in the bag Ghana. Second February, 6.55 tons. You're talking you the $571 million in the bag Ghana. March, you the gold 7.81 tons. You're talking you $699 million. You April you 9.2 tons. You're talking you 889. Yakabomono you 2.7 billion. 2.7 billion and about budget within 4 months.
Okay.
It is 1 May baba may ending and do ending will be ground. It is near real policy. It is abomia onya kasa na mwano.
Menda Kofi Abusuapɛn ase bebre menda chairman Bismarck Teria Boateng menda na se ono no former chairman de ma Eastern Region NDC as also na Kofi Abusuapɛn senior communicator edema NDC National Communication Team ne ebusuen ana se kuku dame nande me no mu di djuma we Eastern Caucus no mo bai ma yebo edjuma pa nti de tene no menda o mo ase menda production team ni na ase sorry or him babo ama benny or ne be poso hima ne did news wa pa in a candy braying I mean the crew ni na say yes one ba debi ebe say share and see news papa pa in a candy ya de bro koso na TVXYZ any power 97.9 bye bye.